Hello, everyone, and welcome to this latest session of That D&D podcast. My name is Andrew Otway, and tonight we're playing Blades in Konkordat. And we should introduce ourselves. So let's go in roll 20
All right.
order.
Oh, good. I guess that means I'm first. Hi, everybody. I'm Zach. I will be playing the role of Konkordat, and be trying slightly harder to kill our heroes tonight. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck. I gotta get back into Russian accent. That was terrible. I'm sorry.
That's pretty bad.
Best Russian accent you've had tonight.
Not even true, actually, sadly. Anyway, hi, my name's Chris. I'll be playing the part of Quill, who I just realized I have to think of a more dude-like voice for because of the change in meat suit. It's a whole thing. I'm the Whisper?
Yes.
Whisper. I'm the Whisper, and that makes me good at magic and summoning demons and controlling them with a 100% accuracy rate and getting contracts signed.
That's different from the Lisper, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
God damn it, we're bad people. Hi, my name is Andrew, and tonight I will be reprising my role as Mirko and also the person hosting the stream, so every time video freezes, it's my job to go hit reconnect and roll 20 because roll 20 hates me.
And his butts.
That's fair, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Jordan, and I'll be playing the part of Bird, who is a cat burglar, and that's it.
Hi, I'm Mike J. Larson-Brard. Tonight I'm playing the character colloquially known as Shitfingers, and is the resident expert at blowing stuff up and causing problems.
And that's all of us.
Awesome. Cool.
Oh,
So,
Maximus H.
Oh, and there's also a Tyrus, but he's out sick, so we have replaced him with Stick Figure.
yes, Tyrus is otherwise occupied this evening, which is fine because you guys probably won't need him. It'll be okay. So when we last left our
That one
We're
word
not
didn't
really
come
heroes.
through. So that was
really?
kind of perfect.
When we last left out,
We left these Shitfingers.
So our group, our crew had cased the hat store of one Yuri Popovich, a sort of mid-level industrialist with aspirations as a haberdasher, aspirations of haberdashery, and were looking to rob him blind, at least as much as they could in this particular lookout, led by our sneaky member Bird.
Yes.
They repelled down on top of the hat-shaped store in the River District. Skillfully opened the locked window into the upper level of the hat store. Maybe sort of setting off an alarm that we'll have to deal with here in a little bit. And made their way inside.
I remember that alarm.
It was a good alarm.
Yeah, it was. I described it in a way that no one understood at first, so we had to go back and try it again. It was great.
That was the wind thing,
So,
right?
you guys are in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the howling wind. It made a howling noise when the window opened.
It did the
Yeah.
windy thing.
So, we all made ingress into the window, and we're now standing in a probably 25 by 35 foot room. Did you guys bring any illumination with you?
I don't personally need any because of my dark sight goggles, but
That's cool.
the rest of them, I don't know what they're gonna do. So
I assume we
mean-
have stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm sure you can make illumination. Are you using it?
Pretty sure Bird glows in the dark.
That would be the worst power for birds.
Well, that's how the goggles work, right? They project light so she can see.
Oh, okay. So they're headlights.
So much
Yeah.
poke at the same
But
time.
they're like a green color, so she thinks that nobody can see them, but we can.
I love how Mike is explicitly describing the thing that my mutant did in Fiasco just the other day. Okay. Can anyone besides Bird see in the dark?
I mean, eventually. Give me time. How dark is it?
Yeah. As you kind of make your way in, Bird, you see a number of figures around the room, wearing garish hats and not moving. There's a good chance they're mannequins.
Okay.
We should kill them to be sure, though.
Beyond them, you see a wall with a door, a fairly hardcore door in it, and then sort of behind you on your right as you enter the window, there's what looks to be a set of stairs that goes downstairs. Essentially, this looks to be a hat showroom or something of that nature.
I would first like to make sure that all of the mannequins are actually mannequins and not like automated guards or something.
That is a surprisingly prescient decision. Yes.
It's like we've all played Dishonored.
It's like you've all done this before. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. How are you going to do that? How are you going to? Are you going to? Yeah.
So I was
describe what you do.
gonna put on my shadow cloak, which I forgot exactly what it does when I prowl.
We should figure that out.
Probably
This is
increases
important.
effect.
So not to step on your toes, Bird, but why not just throw a flashbang?
Okay.
Please save one regular bang, or at least like one fwoosh bang, or bang fwoosh, actually. If you have any bang fwooshes. And then we just burn this hat to the ground once we're done here.
Right, if everybody closes their eyes for a second, and I just throw out a bomb, and it'll wake up the guards if they are guards. And if not,
Maybe
then
take
we
out
can
the
go.
vision guard. Yeah.
It increases effect, so I'm going to prowl.
Okay, you're gonna try sneaking over and
Yeah.
what, like examining one, touching one. What are you doing?
Looking for any possible guards, like just mostly examining,
Yeah.
and maybe looking for some sort of give in case there's like a trap or something. I don't know what kind of security this guy's got.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That sounds fine. Give me. I mean, you're taking your time. Are you trying to do? Sorry, let me not assume that. Are you trying to do it with some speed? Are you gonna slowly make your way over as these guys sort of stand in the darkness and wait for your report, possibly bombing you from behind? Or are you going to try to make it move a little faster?
No, I'm gonna go steady just because since the rest of my party can't see as well as I can, I want to double check and make sure.
Okay, that sounds pretty controlled to me then.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna push myself.
Nice.
Oh my god!
It's a real good thing you did.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Pull that out of the ditch at least, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
okay, so
So I
Well-
guess that flashbang sounded pretty good right now, huh, Bird?
What? What?
okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give you the flashbang is actually one of your options right now. I will give you the flashbang as an option. So either something happens, or Shitfingers went ahead and flashbanged anyway while you had your dark vision glasses on. And we'll see how that goes.
Probably fine.
Yeah, okay. Shit fingers flashbangs.
Hey, I'm gonna say you're at least temporarily blinded by that, right?
That's okay.
You didn't need
Close
those
your
eyes,
eyes
right?
first. Yeah, we weren't using those. Yeah, your eyes sting like crazy, and then like your
Bad
goggles
goggles.
sizzle a little bit.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
can, they're probably fine. We'll come back to that. Okay.
Maxim is sorry. Could have been flashlight. Turned out to be bright
So-
bomb.
I don't think I
First
can go
word
second.
fame. I don't understand. Were you looking in the direction of the flashbang, or were you just...
That depends. Did Shitfingers give any indication that he was going to do it before he did it?
I think it just went off.
I think he threw it, and then it went off, and then he yelled "heads up."
Cool. I probably am crumpled to the floor, curled up, because
That's really
I don't.
cool.
I don't think I can go a sneaky session without Mike doing something like that to my bird character.
I'm just glad I didn't shoot you by mistake.
Yeah.
It's true. That did not happen yet. Okay, so Bird goes down. The pain in your eyes is intense, and you probably were closer to the actual like bang of the flashbang than the rest of the party, so that probably didn't go very well either. But we're just gonna call it blind for right now, and we'll deal with that later.
Sorry to harm.
So I think it's gonna like go away. Like I'm not planning on you being permanently blind, so like
Come on.
Also,
it's gonna fade as the scene goes on.
did Bird notice
Little
anything,
while.
or did Bird pull back and
Yeah,
went
I
from,
was-
Well, okay, so
control to
Bird,
risky to desperate?
just before the flashbang went off, you got close enough to one of these things to sort of push some of the clothes on it out of the way to get a better look at it. And underneath they are metal, sort of a collection of pistons and drives. The one that you looked at least looks like it might, but nothing happened before the flashbang went off.
Since
So-
is anyone's guess.
Yeah, so the rest of you, were you looking in the direction of the flashbang, or were you keeping your head down? Were you looking?
I
Like, can
imagine
you see
the rest
anything?
of us like heard Shitfingers rustling around and knew to not look.
And then
around.
just like
At
duck
least-
and cover in the corner.
Yeah, at least Mirko's just like fucking, and then.
Okay.
Also, I had a thing that I wanted to do related to the alarm because previously you
Yeah.
mentioned that was going to summon a patrol of the former firefighters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I have gotten them drunk along the way in a flashback? Like
Sure.
earlier on in the shift, I knew we would be in the area, and I knew which sort of patrol. Like I had some in on the patrol schedule because I've got that cop friend.
Yeah, that sounds fine. That sounds totally fine.
Cool.
There are a couple of patrols of guards going around. Give me, yeah. So you just went out and bought drinks for one of them, or
Yeah,
just...
for one of the patrols, I basically want to burn my fine bottle of whiskey, getting them plastered.
Okay. That sounds like a thing they would probably do. So yeah. So let me make a note of that. These
Any stress
one of
for
these
doing that?
groups of yes, flashbacks cost stress, right?
0 to 2 at your discretion, based on how unlikely they are.
I mean, that's not super unlikely, but it's definitely something you would have gone out of your way to do, right?
Yeah,
So we'll call it 1. We'll call it a stress.
sold.
It's not like you don't have stress to burn anyway. Okay. Okay, cool. So this flashbang goes off in this room. Will, do you have an immediate reaction to it, or are you sort of waiting to see how things break down?
I think I'm mostly just trying to get a feel for this new body a little bit.
Okay.
Every meat suit's slightly different.
Do you have
Do you
anything
stress
to?
test it?
Or I was gonna say, do you have anything to say to that alarm spirit?
I think that's what will be my action. Is I'm gonna try to reach into the spirit world and tell it to shut the hell up.
Okay. So cool. That sounds like an attune. You don't know this spirit. It's specifically supposed to keep out people like you. I'm gonna call that, but you're pretty good at this stuff anyway, at least most of the time. So I'm gonna call that a risky.
That
Okay.
backhand.
No, it's fair. It's all the way fair.
And just like normal success means that the alarm shuts off. Like this is a fairly standard thing to do. So
All right. Boop. 6. What's up?
There you go. There you go. So the alarm shuts off. And as you're sort of, I imagine you kind of looking at the window and doing whatever it is. Like, do you like?
I kind of
pull out,
see I see it as this like untethered. Well, it's sort of untethered. Like it roams around this building angrily, just kind of shrieking, and without even like making eye contact, Vetra just reaches over and grabs this thing by its spectral throat as it runs by, and it goes, "Shut up, you little shit, or I will erase you from every plane of existence."
And it sort of it thrashes as you grab it, and then it doesn't really have eyes. It's just kind of like a long sort of snake of air with no real face. And you grab it by the throat and sort of jiggle it, and it thrashes at first, and then as you start making the threat, it calms down, and then just sort of hangs there waiting for you to release it.
Tighten a little bit more, and
Okay.
like, there's this look of malice that sweeps across the face, and then close the eyes, and then let it go.
Okay. It jerks a little bit as you squeeze, and then you drop it, and it falls to the floor, and then sort of slithers away on the floor and down the stairs.
Excellent.
Would that count as malice
Okay.
aforethought? Because we're lawyers, get it? Because that's a thing that you need to have to be guilty of malice aforethought. I'll be over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't go to nerd school to learn nerd things.
I did go to nerd school, man.
You must have gone to nerd school because you're a lawyer.
It's true.
Well, no, Quill went to nerd school.
Okay. Okay, so the rest of you, any of you that are sort of unprepared for the flashbang, which doesn't really sound like anybody besides Birdie was.
Yeah.
Looking in that
I'm sure
direction.
that I was unprepared as well.
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of Burning Wheel Let's Play, and I'm imagining like
I'm
Chip Fingers
sorry.
has an instinct that's like bomb it, whatever it is, explode the thing, right? So it's like you saw like vaguely humanoid forms, you're like clearly explosives, and just launched it without thinking.
I feel like what happened is like Bird's like Shit Fingers goes, oh, I have flashbang, was quickly to get rid of problem, and Bird is like, no, fuck you, be quiet. And like it was already out of the pouch and like halfway out of my hand, and then I like tried to stop, and it just
Oh no!
oops,
Alright.
it was just a mistake.
Okay, well, in the impending flashbang explosion, you see that there are probably and you hear like a scream whimper from Birdie from Bird as she falls on the floor.
Oh man, if you die, we get to say bye bye, Birdie.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's okay. I think I have healing bomb in here too.
Those of you who are not caught directly in the blast can hear shouting.
Okay.
And it sounds fairly standard for like guard shouting. The words might be slightly slurred.
Damn. I was hoping they'd be delayed.
Well, they're still a ways off,
Okay.
and since the sound went away, they're probably going to have trouble locating the place immediately, so you probably bought a little bit of time at least.
Okay.
I'm gonna run and lock the front door.
I bet it is, or we would have used it. It's after hours. And the place was
So they
alarmed.
can't get in because the door's locked.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
cops are always foiled by locked doors.
Well, then I'll take like a shim or something and like wedge it under the door so they can't get in.
Oh man,
Okay.
like a hat,
So, okay.
a hat rack under the doorknob.
I was gonna say, well, a while ago you brought out this thing to torch stuff. Why don't you just melt the lock?
But then
Okay, so
they'll
are you-
know that we're here and they'll call for backup or break the windows. If they don't, if there's no shrieking alarm and the door is firmly locked, then they can't come in because that would be illegal.
Do not worry, the alarm has been dealt with.
Right. See?
Um,
Will
I
allow the
imagine
alarm.
when Quill grabbed the alarm, like it became visible to the rest of us meat sacks. Just because that's
Yeah,
just
at least
like,
yes.
Probably at least temporarily.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
see like the weird
it
outline.
sort of
It looks like a
slipped
cross
off,
between
yeah.
like a centipede and like a winged serpent.
well, like Quill forced it into like resonance or whatever with our plane of existence.
Do all demons made of teeth?
I think so.
Do all demons made of teeth, Mike?
Yes.
That was the best word thing. That was awesome.
Please does a Googling.
Okay.
All
So,
bones made of teeth.
alright, so
This won't end well.
you actually headed downstairs to go lock the front door?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
You're
cool.
not
Do
supposed
you
to
have a
just
light
leave
source?
me on the floor.
Well, she's fine, right?
Do you have a light source?
Wait, oh, she fell down because she's
Yeah.
hurt. Oh, so I don't understand humans occasionally.
Aside
you
from
go
being
deal with
one,
you deal with the door. I will go help.
I can tinker on Bird while she's unconscious because she can't object.
You go deal with the door, and I'll help up our
That's how that
teammate.
works.
as the party's counsel, I would like to advise you that silence does not equate to consent.
That is incorrect.
That was the word I was searching for there, yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need some clarity on what's happening. So,
I feel we're very clear with what.
Okay.
No?
So with a total lack of human empathy, Shitfingers will rush past the unconscious form of Birdie that he, we'll just say, contributed to, with the intent of running past all potential obstacles and/or traps in order to make sure the front door is locked.
And here I thought
okay.
our characters were finally going to be friends, Mike.
As you're jogging, so you guys are on the second floor, right? On the second floor. You have to go down the stairs to get to the front door, which you totally can. It's dark inside. It's not necessarily super dark outside, but it's pretty dark inside because the lights aren't running in here. In Konkordat, so there's sort of light sources that are on all the time, but inside the buildings there aren't necessarily. So unless you have like a
You did earlier ask if I
flashlight
had
or
light
something?
source, and Bird
Yes.
did mention the torch that I have for melting
it's
doorknobs.
true. It's true. You
So
have
I'll
that.
just ignite the torch.
Okay.
Your
All right, cool.
thermal drill.
I
Right.
regret so many
You light up the torch, and you're gonna go downstairs by the light of the torch.
Yeah, and I'm holding it like in front of me at an angle.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you head downstairs, and downstairs, the stairs just kind of curve down, and you end up in another sort of large showroom area, but this one's got more like racks of hats and things, and shelves on the walls, and there's like a cashier's till and this stuff. Like this looks like a store, right? There are like 3 or 4 of the weird mannequins down here, but there aren't nearly as many as upstairs. And they're dressed similarly in like the weird orange red light of your torch. Everything's cast in weird shadows, which you can probably get to the front door and throw the lock that's probably already thrown, or push a mannequin up against the door. What's your plan here?
Well, so like it's increasing levels. I don't want to make it obvious that we're inside tinkering with stuff. So like if the door is already locked, I'll get like a wedge and just like kick it under the door like real hard so they can't open the door. And,
Okay.
I forgot, there's a phrase for it. It's like called spiking the door or something.
Okay. Yeah, they might have like a doorstop or something in here already that you can do that with. Sure.
And if not, I'll just like melt something and
Just
pour
anything.
that on the ground. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm not a metallurgist. I'm sure that Shitfingers has equally bad ideas.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even know if there would be like a roll to wedge a thing under a door.
Well, let's say I'm tinkering to destroy to
Or
prevent
wreck.
Yeah, if you want to break the
I wanna
door, you
make
could wreck
so
it.
that it's not obviously wrecked.
I think that's one of the things
Okay.
that
That wreck
leeches
is for.
get. Like that's one of their special moves is when you
There's
wreck
the
something.
abilities. Yeah, but it's like one of their special moves is that you can, when you sabotage a thing with wreck, it's not obviously sabotaged.
Yeah, so I guess.
Right.
I guess if you want to do it subtly without that move, it would probably be Tinker.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. My tinker is called
Probably
Fuck the
tinker.
Store. Is it standard, risky, challenging?
I'm gonna call this. Well, are you taking your time? Or are you trying to get this done fast?
The voices were far off, right? So
Yeah, they were ways off.
and it's not like anybody was hurt, so we should be good.
Yeah, and they're a little drunk.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me just a controlled roll. Should be fine. Standard effect is the door is blocked.
5.
So you get the wedge in under the door, and you think it'll probably hold fairly well. I mean, concerted effort by guys with by people with fire axes and
Oh shit! They
Bullets
totally
can
would have fire axes.
probably get through the door, but I mean, it's gonna slow him down at least, so that's good. Um, when you get this done, though, um, thing behind you move. Small mechanical voice say, "Help us."
No, I'm sorry, is on job now.
Okay, cutting back upstairs. What's going on up there?
Wait. So Mirko's probably rushed over to Bird and is like slowly picking her up, or like actually probably. I want to say this is something that's happened like more than once before. So at least I know to like get Bird. I don't know how you deal with someone who's been flashbanged, but
like this specific issue, yeah.
yeah.
Like I don't know,
Like,
I don't know.
This
either.
exact circumstance has happened like 3 other times in a musty sewer or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, like he's Shitfinger starts literally every encounter with a flashbang.
Yeah.
If not like actual like pyro explosion.
It's a solid tactical option, you know, like just
I mean,
reach,
there's
bang,
a reason
and clear.
Swatchers do it.
Yeah. So probably like getting Bird to sit down, not curled up in a fetal position, and like slow deep breaths, trying to get Bird back together. As soon as she seems like she's got sort of the world under her again, I'm gonna head downstairs and start looking for valuables.
Okay. What light are you seeing by? Like how good is your vision at this point?
I mean, it's probably not great.
You can see like an outline of Bird on the floor, and okay.
And I imagine there is like a Sam Fisher like slight glow to the goggles or something.
I'm imagining that too. She's probably fairly easy to look at. So you head over and you start sort of setting Bird up and getting her over to a wall. Is it the wall? I'm assuming you pulled her back against the wall you guys came in on, right?
Yeah, just something to have like a solid wall below and behind her.
All right, Bird, you're pretty addled at this point, so you may not catch this. Mirko, you're catch this. Quill, you're still upstairs, right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Am I still cut out? Okay. So, Bird, you're pretty busted up from the flashbang, so you don't see this. Mirko, you're pretty distracted, so you don't see this.
Mm-hmm.
Cut out again.
And then your mic cuts out.
It's always when you describe what's happening.
I assume I'm the only one who sees it, right?
So that is the idea.
Okay, yes.
Let me just adjust my levels or something. I don't know what's going on.
It could be the auto detect is set low or something.
Yeah, we've had that problem in the past, but
you could just set it to always open while you're DMing at least, because whatever.
Yeah, here, let me pull it way down, and this way you guys get fun breath noise. It's gonna be awesome.
I bet that just made for really enjoyable radio.
Yep.
Yeah, you're welcome, weirdos on the internet.
Yep.
So the Quill, you hear, or you see, as sort of Mirko starts dragging Bird away, the mannequin she was at the base of, the mannequin's upper body turns towards them, and its eyes light up with like this weird yellow light.
This random ass mannequin?
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty random.
I'm going to laugh and then get up and go investigate it. Hey guys, I think we have a friend in the room. Look.
I can't look.
The last time we had a friend, it turned into a giant demon and is definitely not hunting us anymore.
No, he's a wooden man. He's probably here as light source, and I'm gonna try to like
good
rock it back and forth and like carry it with me.
Good.
Get it, rocket.
Yep.
Okay, so as you move out,
I need that mannequin's
the mannequin turns. What?
Rocket. I need that thing's leg.
Oh yeah. this mannequin, it turns to sort of face you, and now the lower body turns with it, and is dark, so you can't see a whole lot. It's clearly like wearing a hat and some like big, like maybe they got it in a coat or something
Mm-hmm.
because it's wearing clothes. But it definitely turns and makes eye contact with you, and you can hear this voice. Help us. Free us.
What will you do if we do?
Stops for a second, and if it could blink, you get the feeling it would blink at this point. Help us. We're
What will you do
so
if we
tired.
don't? I don't give a shit. What will you do if we let you out? This is fucking boring, and I'm gonna pour an electroplasm vial over the top of it.
Wait, is he only
Oh.
coming up for me?
What?
Zach has been quiet for like the last minute or so.
Really?
Yeah, he's talking.
No,
Yeah.
I mean I hear him now, but like I keep seeing his mouth moving, but like nothing.
Oh, I have a very animated mouth. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
You got a little bit of the Godzilla thing going on too.
Godzilla thing.
Yeah, like you're talking, but your mouth
You've
isn't moving.
badly dubbed yourself.
Oh, it's like lagging weirdly. That's fun. Okay, so you pour an electroplasmic vial over this thing?
Yep.
Um,
I'm unstable. This is just I'm gonna do the first thing that comes to mind all the time.
Oh my
that
gosh.
seems pretty unstable. Okay. You pour an electroplasmic vial over this thing. Do that, but I don't want to say before you do that. So, this might be a thing that you're familiar with. Is what I
good.
want to say.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, this is not so uncommon a thing. There's sort of a concept in Konkordat known as they're called the clanking masses, the clanking hordes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people who have entered into a bad contract, like a really bad contract, signed the wrong contract,
Mhm.
broke the wrong contract, can end up in indentured servitude for well past their
Natural life.
yeah.
Okay.
And it seems to Quill that these folks probably had something like that happen.
Oh well, shit. That changes things.
Mannequins.
Can I use a different item?
Sure.
I want to use my ghost key and see if I can unlock the spirit from the device that it's tethered to.
Okay. Okay. Describe to me the spirit key's function and form, I guess. That could be important.
So the item in the player's handbook says ghost key can open ghost doors. So I figure that leaves a lot up to your interpretation, and I guess
Okay.
a little bit mine as well.
Wow. Okay.
So I figure this isn't so much actually like a key, so much as it is like I use my true hand and manipulate things.
So spirits and whatnot are all like legal things. It's a pen. It's a fountain pen.
Is
I
it
mean, your true
crown?
hand is also like, because then it's
Is your
like
true hand, like-
KI, and you're using your key.
Your true hand is like 4 fountain pens.
It's actually
With a talent of some sort.
so it's a claw. Like the fingers are like 3 times longer than they should be.
Okay.
There's like way too many extra joints, and you see nails on it, but I can actually write with the nails. So like each finger
Okay.
is it's sort of splitting the hand apart almost. So the fingers start at the wrist, and they're all writing independently and like clicking and overwriting each
Ooh.
other and
Okay.
doing stuff.
Ring finger is to be pencil. For
Okay.
Scantron tests.
Luckily, I am good at job. Do not have a racer.
That's what the thumb is for. So you reach into this thing, and okay, that sounds go poorly. So
Why though?
give me a
We're only
roll
meddling
here.
with the spirits.
Since they're fairly simple constructs, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's just a regular like risky
Okay.
roll. Yeah.
Standard.
Yeah, standard effect. You may not get it free on the first yank, but you can make some progress probably. We'll see.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
Wow! You're really fishing for that unstable XP. I
Okay.
can I might be able to assist.
How?
I got Bird out of the way, so you don't have to worry about them.
I'm not.
Wow!
So the devil's bargain is that this is terrible, and you're not going to take it. The rest of these are going to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
This can do this too, and they're going to be very insistent about it.
So it cut a little bit. They're gonna want me to free them as well.
They are going to all wake up.
Uh-huh.
They are going to assume that everyone you brought can do this thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be very insistent that it's done right now.
Mm-hmm.
That seems fair.
Well, it seems like it is time for these assistants of mine to put up or shut up. Boop. Ooh.
I'm sorry, who needs to put up or shut up?
Okay. So you reach into this thing and you're manipulating the threads, and you don't know whether this is a super old contract or a super new contract. If something's not, you're not used to this somehow, but you think you can mostly get the job done, and you're sort of like plucking at spirit wires inside this thing, and you pop one out, and its eyes go red, and then it slumps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Eyes go out. And then every other one in the room's eyes go red.
Hey everyone, I have solved the problem. This one is off.
All sort of turn towards the nearest warm body in a totally non-Terminator way. Okay, I got Mirka and I got for a little while, and I got Shitfingers downstairs who also sees the guy who here. I guess you probably didn't turn around, did you? Yet. Your way back, or you have turned around, you see the same thing. If not, you hear it.
Okay. I'm sure this is fine.
Seems fine.
See no evil?
Seems fine. Bird, do you have anything you would like to do? Your vision isn't really coming back yet.
What am
What
I
your hearing
hearing?
is.
Yeah, what am I hearing?
You hear sort of like a series of solenoid wind snaps, and then like hydraulics moving, and then just a low hum through the room. And then you hear Quill, and this all like sounds like it's coming through a pillow that's around your head, right? And you hear Quill say the thing that he now. I guess Quill's a male character now. Say the thing that he said earlier about how he totally took care of this problem. It's going to be fine, you guys. And then you hear, symphony of voices, like robotic, metallic sounding voices that are all shout something along the lines of that energy, we need it, give it to us, free us from the, and then you start hearing clanking footsteps.
Okay, and what did you say happened to my goggles?
Your goggles are fine-ish. Goes wrong in the near future, they should be fine.
Great. Cool. So I'm probably gonna go put those back on and try to regroup with whoever I can see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can see now looking around the room.
Mhm.
Your vision's still a little red, which is weird with like
Mhm.
the blue-green light of the goggles, right?
Mhm.
Um, what you can see is a bunch of like fairly well, like weirdly well-dressed robotic figures moving towards you, Quill, and Mirko. Quill is currently standing in front of one that looks like it's been shut down,
Mhm.
but the others are sort of starting to raise their robot hands in their weird dresses and suit jackets. They're all wearing crazy hats, and they're
Mhm.
all advancing on you like a robot army.
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind Quill because he said that he had this handled. So
Solid call. Solid call. Would you like to take any other sort of aggressive action? Are you trying to remain low key?
no,
What's the deal?
no, I just want to get like proper like bearings first before I decide to do anything.
All right. All right. Mirko, you got an idea before we cut back downstairs?
Yeah, I'd like to cut downstairs.
What'll we take place? What?
I'd like to cut. I'd like to cut downstairs. I want to like. Is there like a banister or a railing or something that I could slide down? To get
On the
down.
stairs?
Yeah, or like
Yeah,
just a railing I
absolutely,
could
man.
go over. If there's
Yeah,
like
so
only a partial second floor, not a full second floor.
yeah, there's the stairs. Like it's a full second floor, but the stairs themselves are sort of one of those sort of spiral stairs down.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, assuming you just like rode the banister all the way to the ground,
yeah.
you could come out. Yeah, just fine on the bottom.
I do that, and then I'm going to immediately just start seeing if I can loot the joint.
Okay, great. So you make that spin downstairs, and you land,
Mhm.
and you see. You get downstairs just in time to see Shitfingers kick the kick the doorstop under the door, turn around, and he sees the four robots that are in the room all turn towards you.
Oh, good.
The
They
warm
turn
body that
towards
just showed up.
me, so I can't tell him good luck and then tip.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shame. Um, shit fingers. Can you handle this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I will get to cover, and I'm going to jump over.
just dives behind the cashier's counter or
I'm
something.
going to dive behind the cashier's counter, but I'm going to take the cash box with me,
Nice,
and then just
nice.
start flipping through and finding anything that's
Yeah,
worth
land on the
stealing.
ground and.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean that
Okay. So
I might just be
Shitfingers.
prescient, Jordan.
All right, Shitfingers. You have a small squad of well dressed Terminators standing between you and the stairs.
No. What I have is bowling target. Is game where you
There you
take
go.
small ball and throw it 6 pins. I'm very
Mhm.
familiar. I press a button on one of the. I've got a grenade that like shoots lightning bolts out. I make well sure that Mirko is clear.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like yeah,
Burn is collateral damage. Mirko, he gets to cover.
yeah. It's called it's this like water balloon that you hook up to electricity. You take the ball, you stick in socket, you turn it on, and it fills up. And once it is full, you can tell because it hurts to touch. You turn it off, and then you throw it at something.
That sounds awesome. I'm assuming you're hucking this at the. Are you just gonna? Are you aiming for one of them, or is this like a thing that's
Middle
gonna?
is
Yeah.
center of mass is best target, so center of masses is better.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So that sounds. You came prepared. That sounds like a risky roll. Since it's specifically electricity against these poor enslaved robo people, I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably a great effect
I'm
on
going to
these
be rolling
dudes.
extra die because I want to make sure that this causes the maximum amount of carnage. Not to
How
make sure
about
Mirko is safe,
how about
just
when
to want to kill all
I
the things at
yelled, I
once.
gave you help as well, so you can take another die there. Because I gave them like they're all turned to face me, and I got their attention by speaking
It's
loudly.
true.
Mirko says every enemy is everywhere and then dies.
Yeah.
Or dives, excuse me.
Enemies everywhere. Go go go. And then
There we
Shitfingers
go.
yells, "I will destroy you!" Crit.
Oh,
Ooh.
I got
All
2
right.
6s and 2 1s. Hopefully the 6s are better than the 1s.
I think the 6s are way more important than the 1s. Yeah. So call your crit here, Shitfingers. What's that look like?
Is good and is bad. So the good is that all of the robots are lit up like lightning bolts, explode in center of them, exploding fingers out everywhere. The bad is that all electricity bits and pieces in the ceiling explode as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So all lighting fixtures go up. All
Yeah, all the plugs zap. Anything that
You
was connected
EMP'd the
to.
place.
Well, yeah, but like,
Yes.
think of like Diablo 3 Lightning Nova sort of thing, and just everything was or Lit 3 from Final Fantasy, that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, so all 4 of these robots do the weird electricity dance and then, like, crumple to the floor. Their various hats and clothing smoldering and smoking. All of the light fixtures in the place explode at the same time, um, showering glass and metal fragments and things around the room. Luckily, Mirko had gotten the cashier's till clear of the desk, so that it was not incinerated in the explosion. Um, yeah, it's a mess, and the flash was pretty bright. Um, Sound was pretty loud because it was an explosion and a bunch of like electrocuted robots. But you got the job done, man. Those guys are done. So good
Quill,
job.
you suck at your job. I am better.
All right. Bird and Quill, the clanking masses, all 9 of them, continue to advance across the room. They're fairly slow, but they'll get to you eventually, and they're not looking very friendly.
What did you do?
I solved the problem. This one was awake and now it is asleep. Look, here, take this, and I hand you one of my lightning hooks. Apparently, I have 2.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. If I check off one of my items, does that mean I can only use it once, or that's just for load, right?
Generally, it's
I
for
think-
load.
Yeah, unless it's a
Cool.
single-use item, you should be fine.
Cool. So I'm gonna put my shadow cloak back on and try attacking one of the ones that are closer to us.
I thought you were just gonna be like, all right, cool, you deal with this. Peace.
Like Shadow Cloak, window, done!
It's tempting, but no. No, I want to see this job done. And yeah, so I'm gonna take the lightning hook and try ambushing. So how many can I attack in one action?
How far out there are you willing to put yourself? Exactly.
I mean, I'm willing to get smacked, but
Okay, but like, so are you like picking around at the edges? Or are you like diving into the crowd? Like, what's the idea here?
I'm mostly just trying to punk some of the closer ones and then creep outwards and just kind of go around the room like I normally do. I mean, not
Okay,
the same way I normally did it before, but like just kind of in the shadow, just different spots around the ring.
okay, yeah. So that's, I mean, that's for you. That's a risky maneuver. You're going to be able to get a couple of them, right?
Okay.
Like a few of them, you can at least distract or harry, if not destroy. But yeah, you're not gonna. The mass is still gonna be there, at least maybe somewhat slowed down, but still coming.
Okay. So Quill, are you gonna take a stress or is it just handing me the lightning hook?
I'm just handing you the hook.
Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna push myself again, because why not?
I need stress anyway.
Well, great.
We're team 2-4 over here.
Okay, so you are sort of darting around the rooms for the outside of the pack. Uh, your lone lightning hook.
Mhm.
and you cut the legs out from one of these. It was wearing a nice sundress with a big floppy hat, and now it's on the floor, like wiggling weirdly and doing
Mhm.
the electrospasms.
And begging for death.
Yes, yes, they're
Why?
still
Why was I
begging for death.
programmed to feel pain?
Your boss is a dick, is
Mhm.
why. And then you hit another one. This one's in a nice suit, uh, and you put it on the ground, and it's also doing the sort of spasming and some people screaming. Maybe there's something that they're making a noise that does not sound like talking. But they're down, and you move in, and I'm going to give you the option between getting hit or getting surrounded.
Surrounded.
So the third one that you get your electro hook around uh, spasms and stumbles away from you. The electro hook sort of catches on it, and you slide into the. You get drugged bodily into the mass of the pack. There's still, what, 6 of them standing around, and immediately they all sort of refocus, and you feel 6 pairs of red eyes and a bunch of shambling towards you. Yeah,
But they have me.
Quill,
Like
do you have any?
physically have me.
No, they're moving towards you. You're surrounded, but you're not
Okay.
still. As long as the situation doesn't go any more Quill, we should be fine, right?
So it's my turn to act, right?
Yes, it is.
Um.
Is the term
Well,
for providing the vocab there. I'm still working on that.
I am going to. I'm going to put my spirit mask on. This one is made of finger, all sorts of different bones, like finger bones
I don't think
and
you
like
finished
cartilage
that.
bits.
I think that's an incomplete clock.
Yeah, the clock's still over here.
Oh, is it?
That mask doesn't exist yet.
Okay. He's
It's
gonna,
a twinkle in your eye still.
Vetra's gonna reach into the coat and then stop for a second and go, oh yes, okay, plan number 2. And then electroplasm vial in one hand and lightning hook in the other. I'm going to jump into the fray, literally. And oh wait, no. First, I'm going to command some ghost backup and then jump into the fray with ghost backup.
Okay. Ghost back
Uh,
up, and then you're going to leap into the pack of robots that's currently surrounding Bird.
yes,
Okay.
because I'm a hero.
Give me a license. I'm Class C. Um. Okay. You're commanding spirit or ghost back at that. Is that a thing you do automatically, or do we need to make an attune roll for that?
I
Like what?
am relatively sure that is going to be an attune roll,
That's
but
great.
I'm hold on, I'm trying to. Trying to decide if I'm going to push myself. I think definitely that's the plan. Is that gift right there? So this is desperate, yeah.
I mean, yeah, just summoning unspecified ghosts in a place that you're not familiar with to do this thing. That sounds pretty desperate to me. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, cool. Well, at least if I die with one more resolve XP, right? Desperate. It was a standard effect.
I mean, you're going pretty big, right?
Yeah. I mean, I am pulling out all the stops. Stops don't exist anymore.
The
If
stop
they ever
buck's
did,
here.
if we're being real. Let's call it. Let's call it standard effect with the definition that standard effect is you actually get ghost backup, and that's a thing.
Okay.
Like,
All right. Well, I'm going to push myself for this. So let me. Yes.
whoa. Okay. All right. Short or Bird, you're still so that happened.
Yeah.
All right. So what? help me out here. What sort of ghost backup arrives, and don't say like the Elven Kings of old or some shit. Like, give me.
The valiant firefighters who are buried nearby, who have who they've brought back to give them like respectful burials and stuff. I make them the unquiet dead and bring their spirits with me with like axes and shit to rend and tear these robots apart.
So suddenly behind you, this like small horde, like 5 or 6 people of various sizes and shapes in like fire helmet and giant overcoat with like tools show up.
Yeah, I
One of
figure
them's carrying
tools and like
buckets.
they have like some of them have shitty weapons, but I figure at least one or two has like an actual ghost fireman's axe.
Uh,
And then like as they materialize, I go, "Well, let's go!" And then I'm just gonna run off and like action shot, try to air stab something on the way down.
You summon
Okay.
Rammstein from the Benzene music video.
oh jeez. So with my inexperience with the system showing, does it make sense to have you roll again to do another thing? Jump stabbing something?
I would say normally yes with the crit. Possibly not.
Yeah,
I could roll a
yeah.
skirmish,
So
like maybe an extra die for the crit or something. It's really up to you.
Yeah,
But
I mean
I'm
that could have
willing
been
to roll.
a setup action. You just want the desperate XP.
yeah,
I don't want to,
Yeah.
I don't want to get off of this easy. If I'm doing some dumb shit, so if you want to make me roll and incorporate the possibility of horrible failure, then that is a-okay.
I mean, I do love the possibility of horrible failure. It's pretty entertaining to me. Yeah, give me a skirmish roll and act like your ghosts assisted you on it. Essentially.
Okay. Standard effect.
Uh, we're gonna call it a risky roll since you've got ghost bros now.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Risky standard +1 die. Boom! Another 6. What's up?
So you and your ghost bros hit sort of the back line of these clanking Terminator hat model things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you take out. What are you wheel? Is it just like your pin hand? Is that still the thing that's happening? Or do you
No,
have an
the
electro hook of
lightning
your own?
hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's like pen. The weird true hand in one side, and then the lightning hook, but it's kind of retracted, so it's just like a short hook and not the two-handed, pole arm length.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
close quarters
So
gun.
yeah. So you run in and you smash one of these things down with the lightning hook, sort of as it's coming down on Bird, and then 2 of your ghost bros hit the 2 on either side, and so now there's just sort of a line of them standing on the other side of Bird. Who we'll cut back to in a second for her heroic action in the moment. Shitfingers and Mirko.
Boy.
Upstairs, you can hear the sound of some crazy skirmish going on, like weird fighting and wails and maybe even like ghostly fire sirens. Just really strange. Whatever's going on upstairs is really, really weird.
They got this.
Yeah, I don't see a problem for us to intervene.
On your floor, you have a bunch of busted out fixtures. Mirko is currently looting the till, which probably wouldn't take that long. You're probably getting to the point where you can pocket most of the stuff that's in there. And
what?
What?
Sorry, you cut out. You said and.
Sorry, again. And okay, so outside the door, you can see a face sort of looking in. Bear in mind, there's no light fixtures in here. Whatever light is currently there is your welding torch, if it's still on, and the I just started with your explosion. But all the lighting fixtures are blown out. All that stuff's done.
So
What do you?
I turn off my
Yeah.
welding torch if that's on, and I pretend to be a mannequin.
It's a strong play.
It is. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna let that one go probably. Well, so here's the
I'm
deal.
happy to roll sway if you want.
Yeah.
You want to roll not sway, so you stay perfectly still.
Oh jeez. Yeah. I mean, give me a roll for sway. We'll call it risky. Normal effect is you don't get seen.
Okay.
Not a mannequin.
Can I assist by shouting "shit fingers"? Play like mannequin.
Well, I think if you want to assist, you can already have assisted by the fact that these guys are
Yeah.
on the inebriated side. So if you want to burn, yeah, that's totally cool.
Well, that's a success.
I get a 4.
It's a success with a
swayed.
butt.
I'm not very good at swaying, but I wanted to roll something.
It's at this point. So you actually. I mean, it's a success, right? So you're there. Are you like posed, or are you just kind of standing there?
I like grab a hat and put it on.
Okay, nice. Hat is on.
Shit fingers, Vogue.
So you successfully imitated mannequin to the point where one of them like pulls over his buddy and like points in, and they both laugh at like the weird pose that the owner left you in when they left for the night. Then the hat rack behind you suddenly sparks a flame.
I'm okay with
Fire.
Fuck, they're firefighters. God damn it.
Cabinet of hats. And then the drunk one like elbows his way. He's like, "A fire! There's a fire! We haven't seen one of those in ages. It's an actual fire, you guys."
God damn it.
And they sort of like pull themselves around, and they're like drunkenly discussing what the proper etiquette for breaking down this door is.
Um,
Right, well, now we'll cut back up to Bird. Bird, you have three. You have 3 of the Terminators standing over the top of you. You just got like Ghost Aragorn charged from behind by Quill. He's actually like doing stuff now, and it's working, and it's really cool. But he's not going to save you from these last 3. So what do you got?
I'm gonna start stabbing them.
Just stabbing, just like
I'm just
waiting and stabbing.
Yeah, like I'm done doing well. I'm probably like bringing out one of my knives along with the lightning hook that he gave me earlier.
Okay, so you're like dual wielding them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, are you gonna try to take out all 3 like?
Yeah,
in the wreckage of the other?
I'm probably. Well, I don't think the devil's footsteps would work here, so I'm just gonna do a regular one. And it's desperate.
Yeah, I think with everything that's gone wrong for you up here, I think we can call this desperate. But because of that, I'll give you the increased effect. So if you make the roll, you get to take out all 3 of them.
Cool.
Only cost you your goggles for the immediacy, however. So.
Sure. Quill, are you willing to assist me in this skirmish?
Obviously.
Okay. So 2 die.
What does that look like, Quill? What does that look like?
Just a quick, faster than the eye can actually track, just flurry of weird claw swipes. Opening up defenses.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you did
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, you get it done. They all 3 go down. In the death, so you lash out and you sort of stab through the skull of one with your knife, and you trip another one with the hook, the electro hook, and slam it down. And the third one, you get it down. You get it wrapped up in the electro hook, and it's sparking. But as Death throws reach out, grab your goggles, and the electricity sparks through the goggles, and the magical ingredient of gray smoke comes out of the goggles, and once the gray smoke comes out, you're gonna need to get those looked at, I'm afraid.
Cool. Yeah, I'm probably cursing under my breath. Today sucks. I hate it. I want to go home.
It's not Shitfinger's fault, though.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of might have been better prepared without that entrance.
I don't know. I think that this is probably Bird's fault.
Of course.
Okay. Alright, so that is currently, yeah. So the firefighter ghosts, sort of look around the room and shrug and look at Quill.
Have we defeated all the things?
Yeah, there don't seem to be any more robots.
Go burn down the firehouse.
Who are you? Oh, to the ghosts.
Yep.
That's a good idea. I mean, that's an insane idea, but that's a good idea for Quill.
Okay, so you're asking a bunch of, like, hallowed firefighter dead
Yes.
to go burn down the firehouse.
They might be
If you
the
want to
last...
see if the next generation is worthy, go burn down the firehouse.
They might be the last ones to die in an actual fire, given the way the ones downstairs were talking.
If you actually want them to do this, I'm gonna need a roll.
We'll say that a role for this. I mean, it seems like they should be happy to serve the creepy bone doctor.
Telling them
I'm-
to burn down the only institution they've ever known.
Drag them from their eternal rest, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I basically woke them up, told them to go fight stuff, and then was like, "Hey, go burn down your friend's house, thanks."
There-
Yeah,
house.
no.
So,
In the
do you see
middle
this
of
as
their
being more a
street, their
tune or
house.
command? Like, is it just me swaying the? Should I? I'm trying to decide if I'm going to sway them with my words or actually put some like spirit mojo into this.
I don't know, Chris. Can you carry a tune?
Either works for me. I will say that
Vetrica.
one of those two things will only get a reprisal from the people you're doing the orders to, and the other one is messing with spirit-y stuff, which could go real, real bad. Either way, I think this particular set of orders is probably a desperate roll, because that's a completely unreasonable thing to ask them to do.
All right, I'm going to push myself. Do it.
Just so you know, for future reference, Zach, and I possibly should have told you this before, there are tiers of effect beyond great and below limited. The one below limited is basically no effect. It's punching a lighthouse, aiming to knock it over, sort of thing. And then beyond great is like whatever the fuck. It's
I'm going to
congratulations.
eat the Great Wall of China. That's for the small, not the great.
Alright, well, there's your roll. These guys are going to head off into the night. You'll probably find out what happens after that at some point. Unless you want to follow them to the firehouse, like right now.
I just realized something.
What?
It's not my fucking problem.
Wow.
Jesus.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope. Don't apologize.
This Vetra is a jerk.
Oh,
Okay.
this one.
This one.
Alright, downstairs crew. It looks like one of the red coats, the red hooks rather, tells his, you can see if you're looking through the window, you can see him tell his buddies to back off, and then he sort of like steps back and takes a drunken stumble towards the door and like kicks at it. To no effect really. The door shutters.
Is there anything I
for
can
now.
see under the cache to like harden the building further? Like, do they have the shutters or anything? If no, then I'm just gonna go find a safe and rob it.
This place is fairly well protected
Okay.
in general.
I mean, he is
There
like an
aren't great-
industrial magnate, so he probably has industrial strength stuff.
Well, he pays the best protection fees until he doesn't. Yeah. No, there doesn't look to be any sort of security features that weren't already active, basically.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can.
Do you see on this floor is a behind the cashier till you do see another door that is currently closed.
Mhm.
And the hat racks, the shells of hats are starting to burn more energetically as fire sort of leaps from hat to hat.
I'm okay with that. I want to go run the jewels.
Okay. So you were trying to get through the door?
Yeah.
Locked. Doesn't seem they probably didn't see a reason to. And it opens to a back room with some furnishings, fairly smart furnishings, a desk, a lamp of some sort.
Is the lamp a leg in like a legging? By any
Yes, that's
chance?
exactly.
It's a major
exactly
award.
what
It's not a lamp.
It's exactly the level of class that I would expect out of this place. Yes.
Well, no, because that's a reference to the swamp.
Oh no,
He understands. Yeah.
I didn't know if Bird or Quill would have. Or the people watching, because we haven't aired a fucking second of Dresden Files yet. So in like 3 years, if somebody watches our stuff way out of order,
Yep,
this will be funny.
This will be hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Yeah, that's what you see. There's like a calendar on the wall. It looks like an office from the mid '70s if like technology didn't exist, right?
Okay.
Like everything was weird spirit tech.
So the mid 70s.
Shitfingers, what are you doing?
So if they can't see me anymore, it's time for some thrilling heroics.
Okay, both of those things are marginally true. What you got for me?
So I know, do we know anything about the looting and the sacking of this place that Murkrow is doing?
Do you know anything about it? Did you come prepared with like floor plans and stuff?
Murkrow, do you need help to be looting, or should I burn this fucker down?
Would like to be out of place before fire is shit finger size.
So small. Preparatory fire, then.
And I just want to remind the party that we're trying to get money out of this guy. Like, he's supposed to pay a debt and then go back to...
He has some, like, basically some money, like a pile of cash somewhere that we have to get, which is what I'm looking for.
The thing I forgot was if we were here to destroy the place or to loot the place. So we're here to loot the place. Okay.
Yeah, you were given sort of free reign to do what you needed to do, but the guy had to live, and you probably shouldn't mess with his how much the hat shop represents of that is up for debate.
All right, I'm gonna put out the fire then, so that the firefighters don't need to get in here. But I'm put it out like subtly, so they don't know that the mannequin is putting out the fire.
Okay, define subtly putting out the fire.
I'll drape a sheet over my head and then go put out the fire.
That is pretty subtle.
Yeah.
For shit fingers, it is.
That's shit fingers level of fire putting out.
Okay.
You probably like watched Bird with her shadow cloak once, and you're like, "Oh, capes make you invisible."
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Yes, that sounds or like it's a dark fancy cloak that looks kind of like something I've seen Bird wear once. So I grab it and I like hold it behind me as I run.
Bird has like, I'm imagining the Bird version is like the ghost from Charlie Brown, and then Shitfingers is like the Pigpen ghost from Charlie Brown with like 90
Except
different
the little
holes
distinct things are fire.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're trying to move over there without getting noticed by the drunk firefighters,
Prowl?
yeah, prowl seems like the right call, right?
Okay, I'm gonna prowl
Um,
out the fire.
and it's a risky roll. Standard. The effect is if you succeed, you don't get spotted.
I do not succeed.
Oh God.
I should have spent stress on that. Can I go back in time?
Uh,
If I could turn
That's a
back,
hell of a move.
If I could find a way.
but you got to do it like your shit figures.
Oh God, please don't do that. Okay, so you throw this cloak over your head to the. I'll give you the choice. Are we going to do this like? We're going to do this like the physical comedy style. It's two ways.
I'm sorry. What was the question? I only heard physical comedy and assumed that was it.
Sorry, do you want to do this straight, or do you want to do this the physical comedy style? Like, there's the you've been spotted, things happen, or there's the ridiculous you've been spotted, things happen.
I think ridiculous meets us pretty well.
Okay, so you throw the cloak over your head and you run towards the fire, right? And because the cloak is over your head and this is a weird place and the floor is covered with debris, you misjudge the distance, and you smack face first into the hat shelves, and all of and the shelves then themselves wobble and fall. Um, for being to harm for being crushed under a pile of hats. Some of them are fairly heavy hats.
That's crushed by hats. Done. Wait, can I resist that? I'm gonna try to
yeah,
resist
if you
that.
want to, go for it.
Is it insight of resist or prowess? Or
well, okay, so insight is sort of being smart enough to not do the thing. I guess insight could be like you pulled up at the last second. And either way works. Give me what you got.
I'm gonna do prowess. I'm definitely not smart enough to do the thing.
There you go.
So is it one level of harm then?
One.
One stress, one harm, or just one stress?
Because when you resist, you don't take harm.
It
you
depends.
Take stress.
It depends on the GMs. Like, yeah.
In this case, it's just hats. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be fine.
Gotcha. All right.
And then that also knocks down the burning hats, though. So you're covered in a pile of hats, some of which are on fire, and the fire department, the Red Hooks outside, start freaking out, and out come their axes or their hooks, and they're about to. You can see them move. Well, you can't see them move, but you can hear. You can both hear them sort of shouting, and you get the impression they're probably coming through the door with some force fairly soon.
Okay. So that did not work out the way I had.
I just watched a video on everybody. Okay. Okay. What are our upstairs crew doing right now?
Gloating over our victory?
Yeah.
Solid call.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are probably audible firefighters downstairs, and no money upstairs.
Definitely hear the shouting.
Unless there is money upstairs.
I hear firefighters. Do you want to deal with them, or should I deal with them?
You deal with them. I'll be right behind you.
Well, how many are down there? Like if I like poke my head out a window and look, how many?
They usually come in squads of 3. Yeah, if you're looking down, like if you find a way to look at the front of the building, you're looking at three inebriated firefighters who are about to work up the courage to go through the building.
Real bad for them. Real bad for them. So I'm going to sit on the windowsill and be like, just to clarify, they didn't say anything about the only one we can't kill was the shop owner, right?
Correct.
Great. And he's going to cross his arms and just fall backwards out the window and try to land blade first on a firefighter.
I would like to assist if possible with jumping down after him. I didn't catch any of that. You went all robot-y.
Sorry, I am repeating what you said to me. Hold on, I am gonna start closing this and maybe flip some stuff here. Try not to one's voice. I want to
Better
receive
already.
nothing. Let me. Am I cutting out?
Not right now, at this exact moment, but
Yeah.
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, well, if it happens again, let me know, and I will attempt more things.
Cool.
Are leaping out this window.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still like wielding the electro hooks? Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I assume so. Unless Quill asked for them back from Bird.
I've got like so mine. I have fine lightning hooks and regular lightning hooks, so I figure I gave Bird the regular one because I get the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you only lend out you don't lend out your best ones.
Exactly.
Okay, so is it Quill?
Yep.
Okay. Quill, I will give you the option of assisting Bird since Bird is the one that's good at jumping off of things and landing and killing people.
No, it's my job. I chose. It's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I just chose to assist. I'm not doing it myself.
That's totally fine. I was gonna, yeah, if this is the way you guys want to do this, I'm okay with that. So yeah, so you're leaping down out of this window, about to electro hook some firefighters who
Mhm.
are taking their hooks to the window. Yeah,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
to
Sounds about
the
right.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
That all checks out.
Window into combat with multiple opponents.
Mhm.
You're just racking up the desperates tonight. I feel like.
Probably.
This is going to be, however, standard effect. You're probably only going to take out one, maybe two of these guys.
Yeah. I'm mostly going for the shock and awe factor because
That is going to be significant if that goes down. Yeah, there's going to be a very large WTF factor as you sort of land on or near these guys.
I got a 5.
Okay.
So I figure I'll at least land on one of them, even though this may hurt a little bit. Or probably a lot, since I didn't, yeah.
How impact resistant is your brand new form there, Quill?
About the average amount for, like a meat sack, so they tear kind of easily, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, this is. I mean, you're coming from a fairly high second story window, armed, leaping out onto other armed people, with an armed comrade coming behind you.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of real bad stuff's about to happen.
Okay.
Desperate. I'm not gonna throw a 4 at you, but I will throw at least a 3 at you as far as damage. However, you do take one of these guys out.
Okay.
You land on one of them. Unfortunately, he's the one that's sort of like holding his hook at attention, waiting for the other guys to move. So you take some skewer from the hook.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you a 3 harm skewered hit.
Do you have armor?
I do, but I like the idea of me. I'm gonna try to resist it instead.
You can do both.
That's true. Does it have to be armor and then resist, or like if the resist is fucked up, can I burn armor instead or after that?
I'm not sure actually.
You can't substitute them, but my understanding is you can do them in either order.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Zach allows you to apply both.
Yeah. So I think my initial thought for this is like I do get skewered with the hook, and I just kind of grit my teeth and pull it out of my side, and like the meat suit is torn, and the
Okay.
suit itself, and like there's this weird shit wisping out of the wound, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to turn that into like you know, a little a freak out thing.
Okay. Okay.
So we get the plus 1 die from the Forged in Fire. So that's okay. I take 2 stress. There's
Nice.
a
Okay.
lot of 4.
That is 2 stress. I'm gonna. Okay, so still take the stress, right?
Um,
So
yeah, I take the stress, and then whether the harm is entirely negated or just step down is up to you, I believe.
I'm gonna say it's just step down because you're taking the hit. Your meat suit is being pierced. That
Yes.
is happening. Um. So yeah, we'll step down the harm to a 2. If you would like to apply armor, you then can.
Yeah. Let's burn an armor, and I guess step it down to a 1, maybe.
Yeah. Slightly skewered.
Belly
Yeah,
button
like
piercing.
I was just gonna say like torn suit, but you know what
Great.
kind of suit it is.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
There's a run
Um.
in your stockings.
And then your body sort of, you and the dude you landed on's body sort of tumble to the ground. He looks very surprised, and he looks very electrocuted, and he looks very unconscious / dead.
Does the
Smart.
so the wound that your meat suit like takes and then doesn't take, does it appear on him? Is that how your armor worked?
I think I've still got it, but while I'm there with the electro hook in him, I do kind of channel a little bit of it. So like this gash appears in his side, and mine is it's still torn, but it's not like all my weird demon gas is leaking out. It's just a little bit. And
Yeah, I like. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
I got like the just angry face going, and just a nonstop hiss coming out of my mouth now. It's not even like stopping to breathe.
I like the idea that you're like whatever fell energies to get the meat suit back, or a
Mhm.
new meat suit. You had some sort of like damage reciprocity contract with, such that this guy hurt you real bad, and then they took some of it out on him instead.
Yeah, I
I
paid
like
for the
that.
extended warranty.
Um,
I like that you called it fell energies because Quill just jumped out a window.
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
It's pretty
Um,
good.
Okay, Bird just sort of lands on her feet, sort
She
of
flutters to the ground.
behind this mess.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
So how many are left? Just 2? Or?
Just 2 of them, and one of them is still like distractedly working on getting to the door, and the other one is like drunkenly turning your direction and has started cursing the name of the one who's been down. He's like, "Damn it, Murph!"
Yeah, I'm gonna stab the one that's drunkenly turning towards me through the throat.
That
We're good
they're
people.
drunk, they're distracted. I'm gonna, and you came out of freaking nowhere. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say that's probably a controlled roll, honestly, for Bird.
I'll take a stress to assist on this with the drunkenness
Okay,
Okay.
again.
sure. Control standard.
Gotta stop close. Wow.
Oh
What?
fuck. Nope.
That's
Nice.
okay. It's controlled.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true. I
welcome.
have
That is pretty. Like you're not gonna. So this guy turns and he's got his like thing next to him, right? And he turns and he looks, and I imagine Bird like and that she's just a little bit out of range to stab the guy, and like putting the electro hook and knife behind her back real fast, and sort of trying to look innocent. Does that sound like Bird?
Yeah, I will probably actually, you know what? I probably might even duck behind Quill or something.
Okay, well, how about the guy doesn't like you don't present like Bird presents her best innocent face, right? And the guy sort of looks at her and then looks right past you to like the corpse of Murph and the pile that is Quill, and like immediately runs past. It's like Murph, what happened? What happened? Are you okay, Murph? And starts like holding him in his arms and shaking him like Murph.
Murph, no!
Talk to me, Murph. Oh
No,
no,
it's
don't
like
do this to me.
You were 2 days from retirement.
Okay, so that just happened. Inside, Shitfingers, you're under a pile of burning hats.
I think that I
The
am warm, is what I am hearing.
true, you are very warm, is the thing. Comfortably so at the moment, although that might change. So, um,
So you were suggesting I perhaps not be under the burning hat pile?
it's really your call. I don't want to take player agency away from you. If you would like to spend the rest of the session luxuriating under the pile of mid to high end hats that are
Mid
happening to
to
be on
high end.
fire,
That's the important thing.
it is
And it's not
entirely.
burning high end hats, it's burning mid to high end. Alright, I mean I probably shouldn't stay under the pile, but like that's not like a super fancy thing to be doing. So what's a fancy way of dealing with my problems?
Fancy way of dealing with your problems. Well, um, you like explosions, right?
I do.
I mean, we also haven't found cash yet.
It's true. We also haven't done that.
Can I help
Um,
finding the cash?
And what is your? So you pile out from under these hats, right? You stand.
And the people at the front door are ceasing to kick because they have been torn from to pieces.
Yep.
Well, all but one of them has. Yes, one of them is still like doggedly attempting to get in, but he's not having much success at all.
I think that Shitfingers is mocking the cries of Murph from outside while helping Murph to look for things. Oh no, Murph! Please do not be rending your flesh from your bones. No.
You're headed into the office too, or are you looking on the outside? You're looking out the showroom.
I'm looking where Mirko is not, just in case.
Okay. Well, I think Mirko is in the.
I'm in the office.
Yep.
I'm gonna start looking in the walls, actually.
Okay.
Like looking for a hidden safe by punching holes in the drywall.
That okay. Well, I was conflicted, but yes. Okay, great. That sounds very very Shitfingers. Are you holes in the wall, or are you just like literally punching holes in the wall?
I've taken a hat rack and I am using the hat rack to punch holes in the wall.
Okay, solid call.
Or like if there is a bust with that you put the hat upon that is
Oh,
made
yeah.
of stone.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of like body parts of robots that I imagine you could probably do that with.
Somehow seems too personal.
Hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
There's a hat rack.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you start smashing holes in the walls. Yeah. I mean, are you being methodical about it as the hats burn around you?
I'm being as methodical as Shitfingers can about such things. Which is that I'm taking stress for not being random and crazy. Not crazy,
Yeah.
but like so the Shitfingers approach is to blow holes in the wall with a bomb and hope that we find
True.
it.
It's
But
true.
the controlled approach is to use this hat rack. And I got a 6 for it, so
I guess. Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So you smash some holes in the wall with the hat rack. And eventually, you through your smashing, and it's unclear exactly what you smashed to do this because you smash the wall and nothing happens. You smash the wall and you look behind you and there's nothing there. You smash the wall again and then all of a sudden you hear a click noise, and the sound of steam escaping, sort of like that that pneumatic hiss from behind the cashier counter. And Mirko, since the door to the office is right there, you hear it as well.
Get Quill, I stabbed a ghost.
Mirko, what are you doing?
I mean, it sounds against Mirko's better judgment that Shitfingers has this well in hand somehow.
I like it
basically-
somehow.
I basically want to just toss this office and see if there's anything valuable or incriminating or that might lead to a future score or
Okay. Okay.
anything on that thing that's totally not the Magna Carta. Because I've
Okay.
kind of given up on cash being in this room, but maybe there's other stuff of value.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a thing you can do. Are you trashing the room to do it? Are you taking your time?
I'm probably
you
sitting in the
trying to do-
office chair, spinning around and slowly spinning, but spinning and being where would I hide? Where would I hide? And so I'm thinking that might be a study.
Yeah, and that sounds pretty controlled, I guess, if you're sort of...
Yeah,
lounging
I
at the
would have
time.
closed the door to the office knowing that the firemen were nearby, honestly.
Okay. All right, yeah.
So, and I will
Go ahead and
push
give me-
myself so that I don't fuck this. This is my first roll of the night.
Don't make a ton of rolls, I feel like. It's kind of hard to get you doing that.
Controlled standard. I mean, you could have made me roll consort to get the cops drunk, stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to take better advantage of that.
Oh,
when
fuck.
somebody says
I
it.
have an extra die in there. Doesn't matter. I get.
Doesn't
Yeah. Yep. This is why I don't roll dice.
Okay,
Sum all my dice together, and I still fucked up in Dungeon World.
so... Yeah, that's not good.
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, there's nothing in here. The downsides of searching the room are negligible. But yeah, you don't find anything super interesting. It's just there aren't even receipts or anything in here. You're not even sure why the office is here. It's kind of strange.
I probably get bored pretty quick, not finding anything immediately, and just throw the chair and leave the room.
Fair. That's fair. All right. Outside crew. Quill, you are laying on the ground, bleeding. Sort of. Murph is dead, dead, and his brother in arms is cradling him. Yeah, he's making just gut wrenching noises, breaking into a sob.
I'm helping.
A third Red Hook is currently attempting to smash the windows open, door open to get inside to the fire that is still burning in the hat store. What are you guys on the outside doing? Quill and Bird.
I'm gonna totally stab the guy cradling Murph. So after he
Okay.
looked at me and I looked at him all innocent I
Yeah,
waited for him to...
you need to roll that, and I'm gonna deal with the guy who's breaking in the window. I have a whole thing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Bird, yeah, this sounds controlled because he's not looking at you and he's pretty distracted. You've already got the knife out.
I totally hid it behind my back when he looked at me.
And whistled.
I am a bird.
It's true.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm gonna prowl.
Which?
And
Just don't fuck this up.
I can't do a bonus die because I'm one stress away from being traumatized.
I can't aid you because I'm 2 away from trauma, and I need to save that for stupidity.
But think about how appropriate it would be if stabbing the guy holding his dead friend
Made
but-
Bird
mostly
cold.
traumatized you.
See,
Yeah.
but I can't get traumatized unless Mike's character is right next to me. So
Come
Oh,
inside.
God.
Help to push holes.
Oh my god!
Challenge
What
accepted.
is?
I fuck up stabbing him, what happens?
Zach, can I make a suggestion?
Sure. What you got? What you got?
He sees her and he throws her through the window into where Shitfingers is standing, so she doesn't get injured without being next to Shitfingers.
So it's controlled.
Oh yeah, no, the outcome's not terrible regardless.
Right,
Like, it's
but
not
like
gonna go.
like just you can't like the Murph makes you like hesitate or something. You can totally try again, but by this time like he's noticed you there.
Yeah.
And so like you can try again, but now it's risky or desperate.
So you're how many? So if you take 2 more stress, or you take 1 more stress, you're traumatized.
Yeah.
Oh man, because what I really want to do is have like you coming at him, like you got the knife behind you, your eye fell in, so you sort of turn towards him as he's cradling his friend. You like come down to stab him in the back, and he turns his face towards you, and like he can't see you through tears.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
It was 2 days from like grabs your shirt for succor and comfort.
I really want to just like throw some emotional harm or stress at you.
This is fine. This is fine. Oh Jesus. Okay, so I'm probably staring down at him, knife still in hand. I'm still gonna stab him.
Oh god!
Don't fuck up this time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. In the throat.
Yes.
Stop screaming.
So, okay, so yeah, you attempt to stab this guy. I'm gonna say you take 1 emotional harm from like the anguish in his voice, like the moment of shared humanity.
Yeah, I'm
harm.
still gonna hear it when I go to sleep tonight.
This is gonna stick with you, right?
Yeah. Does anyone want to assist me?
I mean, can
you
we flash back to a scene where Mirko is like, look, Bird, you are too sentimental. When man is looking at you with tears in eyes, you need to be able to drive the blade and like.
Nah, I mean like Bird isn't hesitant like Edgar was.
Okay.
You know what it is, right? You know what it is because Mirko was out drinking with these guys earlier, right?
Yeah.
And so Mirko's like, man, this dude, he's like, he's just the worst.
Yeah.
Just the worst guy. And then he like runs on this litany of like things this dude did that are just not okay.
And he wears purple shirt. Who does that after Laborers' Day?
Because it's not like actual like moral issues. It's just like a bunch of like stupid like frustrating social shit that he does wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's always fawning over this Murph character.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably crying and screaming about Murph like while they're drinking.
Okay, so you stab
I
this
stab
dude.
him in the throat as he's crying at me.
His death rattle will haunt your dreams.
Strange, Dad. Yeah, no.
So
that's like a 1 harm haunted situation to me. Like,
cool, I'm
that
gonna
hurts.
use my armor if I can.
The armor of my unfeeling soul.
The armor,
Good.
I armored myself by trying not to listen to what he was saying.
Okay, so number 1, I really like the idea of Bird having like emotional armor about killing people.
Yeah. That comes with that whole groomed orphan that does like sabotage and other agency stuff.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Cool.
This poor bastard goes down, leaves no mark on you whatsoever, besides the hole in your soul where his face was.
Okay.
And then he drops like a folded photo of like his wife and 2 kids.
Yeah, his wife and 2 kids, and then like the medal from when he saved that orphanage from the fire.
Yeah, well, and he's also like cropped in a photo of Murph in the photo of his family.
Yeah. No. It's a family of like a potluck where both their families.
Yeah.
He and Murph were married.
Yeah.
And they were raising the orphans from the fire.
There you go.
That's how this works.
Yep. We got there.
Holding a messed up kitten from the fire.
Oh yeah.
Orphans are fine.
Well, and like there's a bird with the kitten as well, because like those 2 learn to coexist peacefully, and yeah.
And now one of them's going to eat the other one.
Yep.
It's all over now.
The bird will eat the cat in a perversion of nature.
Okay,
What's
great.
wrong?
I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Done?
Jesus.
We got there. We did it. Good job, team.
A plus.
Hey, wow. Quill, you had a thing?
Yeah, there's still that one left who's trying to get in. So I figure while he's distracted, I'm gonna go up behind him and I'm gonna put a blade to like his throat,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "Go home or die."
Okay. That sounds like some sort
Command?
yeah, it sounds like a command.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that threatening someone is inherently risky,
Uh-huh.
at the
Why though?
least. I'm also gonna say he's like drunk and you just killed two of his friends.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
outcomes might get weird.
Okay, well let's
Weirder than already.
Jordan, you can't spare stress, huh?
I mean, hold on. Tell me what the scene is, and I might do it anyway.
I basically am coming up to a distracted guy after we killed his two friends and telling him to go home or he's gonna die. And then, depending on how this dice roll goes, it's gonna get worse.
Okay, so
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
gonna. Sorry, I was gonna say Bird can grab the photo, put it around the knife, and like tear the photo in half.
Why?
Wow.
Bird snapped.
Does that
Bird
count?
wants some trauma at this point.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Welcome to Vicious Town, population bird.
I feel like you just bought Vicious is what happened with that one.
Renaming you to Birderer.
Jeez.
Let me
God
take
damn
this burden for you.
Aw.
Jesus.
So does that count as aid? The whole picture rip thing?
Well, that depends.
I probably also whisper something like, Murph didn't have this option that you have.
Take the option we didn't give Murph.
Yes.
This guy's also Murph. That was actually his brother and his brother-in-law.
They were Murph and Murph.
Mm-hmm.
Be the Murph that gets
Well, Murph,
to
Murph,
walk
and Murph
home.
because
Yeah.
they took the same last name.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole squad was
Guys.
Murph. Okay, so if Bird is willing to take the stress, this is an aid.
I probably snapped after the flashbang.
Knock something loose in your brain. It's never going to be the
she's
same.
been running loose ever since with like quick acting PTSD and nobody's done anything about it.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Was not aware that was in that vial, but
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Holy
High
shit!
five.
I think
So-
we just recruited Murph.
oh no.
Okay.
The question. Okay, so does he respond like he's gonna leave?
He looks behind you and you can see tears in his eyes, like building, like start to fall. And then he sort of looks at you horrified, and then he looks at Bird and he's even more horrified. And then he sort of like slides back against the door and you can hear it thunk, and you can tell he's like super scared. But he's mixed reaction.
So-
You probably will walk away.
Okay, so the goal is he's not going to get to walk away. I'm going to lower the blade from his throat, and when he looks like he's getting ready to leave, I'm going to use my demon hand and pin him against the wall. And shortly before I stab up into his ribcage, I'm going to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Order is very important sometimes. You will die, and then you can go home." And then I'll stab him in the chest.
I just want to point out that he looked at the demon claw person and was like, "Yeah, that's pretty fucked up." And then he looked at Bird rip a photo in half and was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And was more afraid of someone ripping a photo in half than someone like with a giant demon claw.
She ripped that paper like it was nothing.
The emotional weight.
Like tearing through emotions didn't mean anything to her.
Those were our
Oh,
memories, damn it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Now Bird
anyway.
the cat and Cat the bird are gonna starve.
So, wait, hold on. So, Murph was being held against the door by Quill. Do I just stand next to him, or am I standing behind Quill and like reaching around with the photo?
You're totally the hype man.
I imagine reaching around.
Because I'm not sure how I can do it without like kind of getting cut by the blade and still being able to make sure that he sees it.
Yeah, no, you can do it. You can sort of stand. You can stand to one side. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
And I just crumpled on the floor afterwards.
Yeah, like this whole thing just went super bad. There's just a pile of bodies. Some of them are alive, some of them aren't. Okay, I don't think I'm going to make Quill roll for that. I think you guys earned that particular gut stabbing.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, you aided on the command roll, right? Or are you aiming on the skirmish roll?
I can't aid on the skirmish roll because I'm out.
Because you're out. Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, like, taking a stress from you for no reason.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So yeah, he's dead now. They're all dead. All of the Murphs are dead.
Cold-blooded Murfter.
Did Quill high five me back up before I fell down?
Probably while you're on the ground. Quill, like, gives you a high five.
I'm probably like, as I'm blacking out, like, don't leave me hanging.
Claw hand though when he high fives you, so
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like twisting and wrenching of the blade, and then like as Murph falls, like you're on the ground, and I'll pick up your hand and I go, and then high five you, and then skip off.
Oh my gosh. You're just
All right,
gonna leave me there.
I'm gonna step out for just a second. Dog needs to go outside. I'll be right back. You guys
Sure.
continue role playing the parts of vicious individuals
Or
that
do
have
perhaps
somehow.
you need to be taking stress relief classes?
I might be in the wrong gang.
Well, see, y'all didn't see this, so it's fine. When you see this, be like, oh, yes, they came for us, and Bird valiantly put herself in harm's way to protect us both. Bird is credit to team.
No, but I mean, just like, I think me being a hound might make more sense.
Oh,
Just like, yeah, we have someone who can gun now, as opposed to someone who can talk to people. And
But guns are illegal here.
that didn't stop the pipe lizard wizards. Didn't even slow them down. We have someone whose first and last and middle option is throw bomb at thing.
Yeah, because we're not illegal.
She has point.
Ah.
Is why I throw bomb instead of throw,
Bullet. Many
That's
people
why
can
throw
disarm
instead of
bomb. I
bullet.
have yet to meet one that can disarm bullet.
who touched Sasha?
Yeah, exactly. No, I am actually enjoying being the, lone sane.
The sane one.
Yeah. And also like the support class.
Wasn't your initial idea for him to like get off his rocks by punching hobos?
Yes. Well, no, that's if I was gonna go for the rich thing, and then I was like, no, wait, he's totally a philosopher. Yeah,
I thought
no,
that we already. Ogre's the other game.
Yeah.
Ogre doesn't punch people; he gets rocks off.
That's just what a gaming
He
club
spends
is
quality
called.
time with family.
Yeah. I still love that you went out for that. Like, you told your parents to go away for a date night, and you'd look after the kids, and you rolled like 2 reduced stress rolls in a row and got a 1 each time. I was
Yeah,
like, yes.
it fit really well. I love when
And
the dice do that.
Yeah.
And then I gave you a coin so you could do it again.
Yeah, and I got like a 2 or
I
something.
think it was a
stupid
4.
shit.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something. It's ridiculous.
So yeah, I haven't found anything in the office, so it's time that I'm probably going to head out into that main room. I think it's actually Shitfingers up next. And you found something promising, possibly?
Sorta.
Sounds like a motorcycle.
Yeah,
That
there's traffic behind me. Give me a sec. I will go yell at them.
Yes, please do. Please go yell at traffic. I'm sure it'll have a high effect level. Okay. So, we're back. Now, yes, I believe it was Shitfingers was sort of the one who has acted. Oh, I don't even know how to phrase that. So, Shitfingers, I think you're up. Now,
Yeah, so I stabbed a ghost, and now the ghost was squealing. So now I would like to be doing something with that. The wall ghost.
Yeah,
That
that's what Shitfingers thinks happened.
well, the ghost squealing was happening sort of behind the cashier desk.
okay. I go search for the cashier desk.
Okay. Under the cashier desk, well, sort of in the area where the cashier would stand, behind where the cash or the register used to be, there is a panel that has opened in the floor, and a ladder that leads down.
Okay, I go down.
Okay. It's just as dark down here. Do you have your torch back out?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah, down here there is just a room filled with what looks to be sizable amounts of cash, of like coins, in sort of, and then another door, or then a door sort of leading out. This is a stone room. This looks a lot older than the store above it. A lot older. And the door itself looks pretty old. It's big, heavy metal. And there's just sort of these stacks of what appear to be wrapped like coins and ingots, probably just the wages of haberdashery, sitting in stacks downstairs. I mean, it's a decent haul. Looks like you're probably looking at like 8-9 coin total in value.
Okay.
How much do we owe Lord What's His Nuts?
I think Lord What's His Nuts was looking for like 3,
Okay.
2, 3, somewhere in there. Yeah.
So that's like one each. At the end of the day.
Well, I mean,
And
I
then
take it all.
yeah. So that's what you see. That's what's down here.
Okay.
There's 12 coin down here. There's 12
Okay.
coin with crap.
I call up to Mirko.
Oh no, wait, we shouldn't booby trap that because he's probably the only guy who knows about it, and we're supposed not to kill him.
But we're supposed to take his stuff, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's totally fair game.
So who's this guy that we're working for?
Lord Benchcombe, the master of games, also does like security stuff, I guess.
Do we have like a card for him or something?
I mean, like he's the guy who is my vice purveyor.
So I'm just saying, should we leave a calling card saying that Lord Benchcombe sends his regards?
Nah, probably not.
Burn it into the wall with your torch.
He probably will know because Lord Benchcombe like took away his security.
Can I borrow that torch briefly, Shitfingers?
Why for? If it is to do mayhem, then I would like to be getting that XP.
Yeah, I would. I basically want to. I basically here.
Fair.
I can do the maths on it, and then I get XP for calculation. But basically, yeah, we should totally leave a calling card. Like,
Okay.
this is what happens when you don't pay your debts.
Okay.
We'll crucify a hat.
Oh God, yeah.
One of the robots wearing a hat.
Yeah, and then we'll take another hat and we'll like take the felt lining from the inside and like string it up like it's been disemboweled.
Yep.
Yeah, and that'll be the entirety of our next turns.
Okay.
We take all the things.
Guys, you're kind of there's a slight possibility that if you take too long, you'll probably have another patrol to deal with. It's like really interested in what the fuck had just happened here. But for the most part, yeah, you guys can sort of deal with what's going on at your leisure for the moment. Just don't
take too much time.
Actually, yeah.
I think they know that the Murph was here. The Murph.
You go outside, and you just like carve in the sidewalk. Here lies Murph.
Here lies Murph, and unknown. Because we never learned the other guy's name.
Parentheses also Murph.
Also more of a question mark?
The one that Quill landed on and therefore squished could be a squished Murph, which we can just contract down to Smurf.
Smurf. Yeah.
I hate everything right now.
Asking for a friend. Do you guys want to check that door at all, or are you?
Yeah, you said there was a hardened door, which we should probably take a look at.
Yeah, it's not immediately clear how it opens, but it does look like it should open. It looks like it opens on a fairly regular basis, actually. The floor is all scratched up under it.
Okay. I would like to inspectify it.
Go for it.
Cool.
I assume if you're taking your time, we'll call it controlled. I can't imagine anything terribly going wrong.
Hooray.
Although you can impress me with a bunch of ones, so...
Yeah, no, that totally could happen. Does anyone want to help?
I'll help.
Yay! That's a crit.
No.
You didn't even need my help.
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Alright, at your option, I can have the door pop open for you, or we can just discover what it does.
I got.
Which would you prefer?
Oh, I gotta know.
Yes, it could even be a boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm hearing the door comes open. Yeah, so the door.
What? No. I want to know how it works.
There's just a loose rock in the wall nearby. You pop it open.
No, it should be like an iron hat or something sitting on a shelf, and it's totally like the bookcase that rotates.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's great. It's like this weird handle with the Monopoly hat on top of it that's totally not conspicuous at all.
Yeah.
And you pull down on it.
How did I miss it?
The door sort of grinds open, swings inward.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully no one's standing in front of it. And it opens onto a one of the mini sludge sort of the gutters that you guys have spent so much wonderful time in. And it looks like there's a dock for a boat, although the boat does not appear to be here currently.
There is no boat, Quill.
Now you don't see me.
Yeah, maybe it's a stealth boat.
Ooh, yeah, maybe it's an invisible boat.
Exactly.
Quick jump on.
Whoever gets there first gets to claim the boat. I guess I'll slowly walk over to the invisible boat now. Demons are allergic to water, right?
You're not really sure how much of that sludge is water, to be perfectly honest.
Touche. Anything of value here?
Not really, other than sort of a weird escape route under River Street. That might be worth knowing about?
Do I know, with my crit, do I know any other places, or can I, like, infer other places that might be connected to this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lower level than River Street is on.
Okay.
But yeah, it's you can come up with a fair number of places where you might be able to get from here.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, I'll mentally file that away.
Sounds like it'll probably be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Okay, so what are we doing
inside, now? Pull the hat to seal it back up.
Nice. Yep. Like you were never here.
Exactly.
Except for that whole "fuck you, Popovich" that you wrote on the wall or whatever.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, we totally didn't know about the secret water tunnel. Who could have found the mysterious hat switch in the hat
so well
store?
hidden.
It's completely unheard of, I think.
Yep.
So, Quill, is Mirko the only one that went downstairs?
I think I'm still at ground level.
I'm in the basement because I was helping.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, Mirko and
Shitfingers.
Stairs.
Maxime.
Maxime.
Bird and Quill are still upstairs. Bird and Quill, you can see the ground floor of the hat store is starting to fill with smoke. Because no one has dealt with the burning hat problem
I mean, you call it a problem.
at all.
You call it a message.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's filled with
Yeah.
smoke. The doors are still wedged shut. Corpses.
I think Vetra's goal is going to be to drag Bird just slightly away from the building, so
Yeah.
That's right. Bird is
they've got-
standing in a pile of corpses.
so they've
Yeah.
got time to wake up before the fire reaches them.
Do you maybe also want a demon hand through that front door?
Based on the skills I've got, probably not. But I'll call some ghosts to do it for me as I pull Bird away.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to summon a new set of ghost firefighters with fire
a
axes
new
this time
set, a
Yep.
new set of Ghost Firefighters.
to
Call
chop
them.
this door down.
You summon Legolas, Gimli, and
I was gonna say you should just call the original ones back and say, "Hey,
So,
there's fire."
here's the deal, right? Like you already made contact with those other
Yeah.
firefighters. So, I'll give you two options.
Okay.
It is either risky with the original set of firefighters, or it is
Mhm.
desperate with a new set of firefighters.
Oh, that's really good.
because like you already took the old ones and sent them off to like burn down a fire hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may not be super happy to see you again, but yeah.
I'm gonna call the old guys and be like, "Time for a case of whiplash as far as orders go. I need you to put out a fire. First, open the door."
Just open the door. We can handle the rest.
Okay.
Oh, 4 shit.
Good. You're good at this.
Yep.
All right. So there's sort of a bending of space, and they flip into existence in front of you, right? And they don't look super happy. Like at all. Like not happy at all. And you're still. Are you doing this in front of the building? Or are you doing this sort of around the corner?
No, just in front of the building, in front of the firefighter corpses.
Okay. Cool. Them. Two of them sort of do what you want them to do. They sort of resignedly sag their shoulders and go to beating down the door. They got big ghost hooks and all that.
Is the third like Murph's mom?
Down at the pile of corpses and looks up at you. And this is the first time you've noticed that it's wearing a name tag.
Uh-huh.
A polished name tag that says Murph on it.
Uh-huh.
And it sort of gives you this look.
They fell.
I'm not what?
They fell.
I'm not broadcasting video because so you can't see it, but it's like the I'm watching you, and you will pay for this. Look, and then
We're
goes
really
and
good
beats
at
down the
pissing
door.
off matronly figures. I just want to point that out as like a theme so far of this game.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, I will make note of the fact that yes, there is a firefighter ghost. I believe Unquiet Dead was a thing that I have not hit you with yet.
It is. It definitely is.
So, yeah, so the door, they break down the door, and then they all turn and look at you, and two of them are kind of listless and not fully there and evaporate, and the last one is left just sort of staring at you and not moving.
Well, at least now friends can get out, and I'm gonna bend down and grab one of Bird's arms and just kind of keep dragging further and further into the street.
Are you letting my face drag against the ground?
I'm picking up an arm and dragging, so really, I believe you'll find that the law states that I cannot be held accountable for any facial damage that occurs when I'm trying to do a hospitable act to a citizen.
Something like Good Samaritan laws.
Yeah, Good Samaritan statues. Yep, exactly. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Our two spelunkers. Are you guys coming back up out of the basement with coin?
We probably have to. All right, we've got everything that we need.
It's a lot of coin. Like, it's fairly heavy amount of stuff. It's probably going to take you a couple of trips, unless like you shuttle it up the ladder or something. Yeah. The room is still filling with smoke. It's just that the doors are open now.
So I didn't put out the fire before? I thought I put out the fire.
I apologize. I may not have caught that. You are probably correct. Yeah. Then there's a bunch of smoldering hats on the floor.
I mean, in worst case, I put out the fire.
Yeah.
Regardless, no more fire.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, we're kind of on cleanup mode at this point, so we can cut away if you guys would like.
Mirko's
I mean,
good
is
to
there-
dip.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd probably like heft Bird up because she's probably pretty light. She's got those hollow bones.
Light
That's how
as a
she's
feather.
landed so nicely. Yeah. So you guys get away with a dozen coin, 3 of which is owed to your patron on this specific deal.
Mhm.
And we cut to the office
Okay.
where you are counting your pile of coin, teaching racist Ted how numbers work.
Also, how like not being racist works. Ideally,
That's a really hard sell with racist Ted, man. Like it's gonna be.
we
Do you
might.
want to start a clock? Because we can start a clock.
I
Hey
mean,
Ted, if you continue to be racist, I will take you to the back of the building and I will peel your skin off with my claws.
yeah, it's kind of like here's your options: shape up or ship out, Viking funeral style. Except you'll be alive.
Yeah. I can show you the hard way that everyone, most everyone is the same on the inside.
Jesus. Okay.
That works.
No, Ted gives you a look, and bear in mind, like I think Ted has a broken arm, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Ted's already pretty sad looking. Ted sort of gives you a look similar to the one you got from the third Murph right before you stabbed him. And sort of attempts to scurry away.
That's fair.
Think you will try to be better.
Ted will remember this. So will the rest of
Ted will
us.
remember this.
I am learning so many new management styles now. All it took was a change of clothing, and it brought a change of perspective. All I have to do to get results is to threaten to flay anyone who is irritating.
I want to imagine
true.
that we had a placard up on the wall that said the meetings will continue until morale improves. And since Quill's miraculous transformation, that has actually changed to the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's transition to the whole
Payoff.
posts. Yeah, the payoff stages here. Assuming that somebody's going to make the drop to Lord Bencombe, which is probably a really good idea.
Yep.
You guys made off with 9 total coin.
Mhm.
For you.
Delicious.
Wait,
Net 9.
4 for me?
No. 2 each and 1 in the gang.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you guys, but that's the
Yeah,
split
that's
that's
fine.
most of the time. Unless you really want to dock somebody's pay.
Well, Bird
Glare
spent
at
most
Bird.
of the job asleep, so maybe we should.
Well, at least
Yeah.
laying down. Jesus, what was that?
Does Shitfingers say that like anywhere within earshot of Bird? Because
No, not within earshot. Shitfingers slings bombs.
Is Shitfingers ever in earshot of most people?
I try not to be.
No, I mean just like, can you hear anybody most of the time, or is it like that scene from The Simpsons where Homer's like, my hearing's fine, and I've been to lots of concerts. And it's
Oh,
just
no,
like the
it's,
squeal constantly.
No, Shitfingers always seems to be around the corner. Like,
I was just,
perfect bomb throwing position.
Yep.
I was gonna say, like Shitfingers sounds like he's ready to lose more teeth than just from opening corks the wrong way.
Yes.
Okay, so 2 coins.
Everybody, so for heat, it was contained to a location, but it was also super loud and chaotic. So,
That's fine. It's great. Everybody's doing okay, man. I don't.
it was 4 heat base plus 2 because killing definitely
Yeah.
happened.
Where? Name 7 times where that happened.
I did not.
Well, that
kill
depends.
anyone.
Are we calling the robots people?
Uh,
'Cause I feel like this changes
They have-
every
They
campaign.
have been
I'm in.
people once.
Does that unit have a soul?
Wow, no wonder
No.
Ted's racist.
Those, just to clear up any ambiguity, yes, those units all had souls.
Yeah.
But
No,
there's no AI or like programming in Concordat. If it has a program that it runs or routine or something like that, it's a soul or a spirit that's powering the thing, and those are very
the
definitely
past.
human souls.
It's the past tense. Had soul.
Had souls
For
with the gray smoke.
For rep, what do we get on that? It's base 2 and then plus modifiers, such as
At least 2.
if the score of the target is higher, take +1 rep per tier higher. But I mean, 2 gets us to our max anyways. So
Okay, well, if 2 gets us to our max, 2 gets you to your max. Let's just call it 2.
okay,
Yeah.
and we're up to stronghold and full rep, so we need to tier up if we want to do anything with that.
Okay. And then we can do incarceration later. Okay, so entanglements.
We're
What's our-
definitely 6+ heat,
Cool.
because we've filled that bar.
It's super exciting.
don't
Let
know
me
if we-
roll that.
Do we clear the
Sorry?
bar now and go back down to 0 and take a wanted level? I think
Hooray,
that's how that
people like
works.
this.
I think that's how it works. So we're at
Yeah.
wanted level 1 and 0 heat.
So I'm rolling on the 0 to 3 heats.
Yep,
Mhm.
See? Okay.
but 1 die.
Yep.
There you go. The usual suspects. The blue coats grab someone in the periphery of your crew. One player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor.
My
Good.
rival's a blue coat. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's
Blue
a
coats grab the
friend.
blue coat.
It's a friend or a vice purveyor that gets grabbed.
Racist Ted.
Friend.
My friend was the one who hooked me up with the schedules. Jaren, the blue coat archivist.
Oh shit.
Okay. Hold
My
on one
friend
second.
is a literal demon.
That would
So-
probably go poorly for the blue coats if they tried to grab
Yeah.
that one. Nope, that is the wrong
Hey,
one.
wait, Quill, who is your vice purveyor?
Oh, or pay off the blue coats with 1 coin if you choose the usual suspects. So I mean that's
My-
cheap.
So you guys did have a spare coin at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Saying,
I think we just pay him off.
Yeah,
Cool.
probably. I don't think I'm able to lose any.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Oh, I was asking who your vice purveyor was.
This person named Carissa.
Oh, I see.
Basically, they work in the energy accumulation building,
Yeah.
and I just take my meat suit off and go hang out and soak up other people's spirit energy to power myself.
You know, like
God,
normal
dear.
human.
It's very cleansing.
Yeah, I feel like half this party is like version of Ocean's 11, and the other half of this party is like Hellraiser.
Yep.
It's really terrible.
No, that fits.
Hellraiser's 11.
Yep. And then we're into downtime.
Yes. We can do downtime now or save it for the start of the next session. I don't really care.
I think we have
I
time
think-
It's up to you
now.
guys.
If you think we have time now.
I probably have to head to bed soon.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How long soon? Because we can do you
uh,
first.
first. That helps.
Sure.
I mean, or if it makes more sense, we can always hold off until next time and sort of start that whole process. Because
1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do probably 2 vice indulges because I'm real low, or I'm low on available stress before I'm traumatized.
okay,
So let me try one. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Balls. Okay, so now I have 3 left, which puts me in an interesting predicament.
do you go on a soul eating frenzy? Is that going to happen?
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. Fuck.
Nice.
Okay, so that is so we're headed off on some sort of demon bender. It sounds like. Okay.
Yep. Do you want to do my XP stuff real quick so I can
Yeah, so you can check out if you need to. Yeah.
Yeah, I already marked my desperate actions. Address the challenge with knowledge or arcane power. I think I leaned on the arcane a little bit.
Oh, pretty hard, a little bit, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is
call
that 2 there?
Yeah, that happened more than twice. Yes.
Okay, so that gives me enough to get Tempest. So I'm gonna take Tempest for my my level up move. The next thing: express your beliefs, drive, heritage, or background. I think I don't know if I did the law stuff, but I definitely used the demon part to intimidate people, and at least in 2 occasions, I think.
Okay. Yes, you demon clawed your way through the robots, and then you demon clawed dudes down below. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing. And then struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. My trauma is unstable, and I think
And you
a
caused
little bit.
most of the problems tonight with your instability.
I also brought most of the solutions.
No, that was
So those
Shitfingers.
problems.
Because Shitfingers does the alchemy stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fair. Well. Okay. So that gives me enough to put a thing into prowess. So now I have 3 skirmish. So I am somehow a melee fighter again as a lawyer.
I mean, did you not see Quill turning into ogre, or?
Hold on. I'm gonna tweak that. I'm gonna take those 2 points out of there and put them into here. Okay, so I'm 1 point away from getting another point in resolve instead, so I could put a point in command. So I think that's all of my things. Sorry for having a jet, but I gotta wake up super early with the kids tomorrow since it's Charlie's birthday, and I gotta plan birthday things for him.
It's all good, dude.
Happy birthday, Larry.
Okay.
Please don't die in the storm.
That's
Yeah, seriously.
that is the goal. I do have a tarp and some rolly carts in case we need to make an escape. I can make a boat.
What more do
I
you
have a
need?
tarp in which to contain all the children. Yes, the tarp.
So
Put them in the tarp.
no, you use the tarp as a sail.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, and it inherently blows you away from the storm. It's a perfect plan.
yeah, so back in the day, I had one of the jobs I was working. We were doing like a computer warehouse shit, and they sent us to headquarters for like 3 or 4 days because the storm was coming. So I basically got paid 24 hours a day for 4 days straight, and they gave us food. But I was bored as hell because we knocked out all of our work super early. So I found one of the carts we used to bring all the computers that we were working on, and I found a tarp, and I sat in the parking lot, and I lifted a tarp, and I sailed across the parking lot. And you can quickly go entirely too fast to safely stop a cart with your feet.
Yeah, well, there's no like braking mechanisms or anything either, so that's awesome. Yeah.
I'm generally disrespectful towards hurricanes and nature in general, so I should probably not do that. Like, I was on a levee in Baton Rouge during Katrina. I was on the Weather Channel. I was hit in the face with roof tiles during one hurricane because I was dodging between cars to go to somebody else's house. Just bad ideas in general. So it's not just my characters, I guess.
Also, boats make you braver.
They do. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all all in chat, and thanks again for running, and good seeing you guys again. I guess I'll see some of you all tomorrow. Hopefully. Night.
Hopefully.
Night.
Later, man. Later. All right. Anybody else who needs to check out early that we should prioritize?
Probably Mike.
Yeah, probably me.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So let's see. I did not roll any desperate actions. I think that on a number of occasions I had addressed the challenges with technical skill or mayhem.
Oh yeah,
that's a
that doesn't happen. We lean pretty hard on the mayhem. Yeah, I don't remember any death for that.
muted.
Yeah, I am. I thought you said tactical skill at first, and I was like, tactical skill, yes.
Tactical skill or mayhem.
No,
Or
technical skill. Which is, yeah.
Yeah.
Technical
We
skill
gotta
we have a
Uh-huh.
prayer of actually fulfilling. Anyways.
I don't know what is wrong with my dice tonight.
Well, I mean,
I don't either. I don't either. I mean, he had a
falling down
couple
on
of
the
good
job
rolls.
I don't know. Shipfingers apparently doesn't have any beliefs beyond exploding things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you should like figure out like that Shitfingers like follows the Church of Explosionology or something. Like
I'm pretty sure
like-
he's Marvin the Martian.
freeing the Thetans with explosions is
The other thing that I do is that I like to cause collateral damage to relieve stress.
And in the game.
Right. So I figure that happens fairly
Okay.
regularly.
yeah, okay, that can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like I don't know how much experience do you get for each of the challenges that you address. Is it 1 or 2?
You get 1 if you do it once, and 2 if you do it more than once.
Definitely qualify for the 2. I'm pretty sure. Flashbang, smashing the wall, exploding all the guys.
I mean, headbutting a burning rack of hats.
It's mayhem.
Yep.
You're just mayhem.
But I wouldn't say that I struggle with issues from vice or trauma. So 3 XP.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Do you have a quick idea what you want to do with your downtime?
I have stress, so let me. I'm gonna go out and like I imagine that people. I'm gonna go out and loosen the doorknobs of everybody in the town.
And then cover them in Vaseline.
Right. Right. None of this. It's not actually effective, but it's the way that Shitfingers chills out is making problems for other people, like minor problems.
You're basically Pan, I think.
I was gonna say the baby of Belle and Sly.
Also fair.
All right, indulge vice.
Oh
6.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay!
Nice.
That's all I needed.
Perfect.
For a second
Cool.
there, I thought I miscalculated, and I was gonna have a bad day.
Or a great day.
And the other thing I'm gonna do is get one of the people at the from accounting. I believe what I have is that we do the thing where we prowess and resolve, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, but not inside. Okay, I'll worry about that later then. Then I'm gonna have them teach me to do either attunement or sway. Do we have other people that sway?
Not yet. I don't have sway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna spend time turning in impassioned speeches to get people to do things that are bad.
Okay. You're
Maybe
really
you just-
convincing.
I think.
Maybe you also practice saying "Trust me, bird."
Yeah.
No, Birdie is okay.
Yeah, that's your treatment.
To the bomb.
Getting Bird to still be around you socially, because clearly she cannot trust you at all.
Yeah, I don't know if it's socially so much as in any situation.
Yeah.
Like, we can still be colleagues. It's okay. It will never happen again.
It will never happen
Probably.
again today.
Yeah.
I
Well, you
am done
muttered that
exploding
today.
parts of you for this cycle of the lights.
I probably respond back. There's still time in the day left.
Right. That is why
That's
that's
why
this should be comforting.
No, I mean for him to betray me.
I know. That's why I'm saying it should be comforting.
Oh
It's comforting to me.
god.
I think I just ruined it. What happened?
Okay.
I did weird things to the art of Mike accidentally by
Yeah.
trying to move stuff around. I think I have Control Z'd it
You
back
did.
to its original state.
Looks fine to me.
I think I know what I want to do.
Cool. Thanks, Mike. If we're done, you can head out if you need to.
I'm happy to hang out.
Okay. I think the first thing Mirko does is also relieve stress.
Everybody's doing it.
I mean,
Not me.
yeah. No, Bird's
That's
fine.
true. Bird is clean.
Yep.
No stress whatsoever. She's got a new clarity on life, I think.
Oh God. Did you take vicious?
I did.
Good. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna indulge vice, and then it won't matter because I can adjust the roll up or down by 2. Hey, yeah, that's perfect. I relieve 5 stress.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I even interact with this mechanic?
I don't know.
Anyways,
So you might maybe roll a double ones or something that doesn't quite get it done.
I'd still start the next mission with 2 stress. Like that's
Yeah.
still. Anyways, and then for my second action, so I was gonna reduce heat, but we kind of cleared that.
There's no heat. Yeah.
So I
Gotta figure out what I'm doing.
I think it's time to push on that doom clock and see what I can find out about the not Magna Carta.
Okay. What methods are you using? You're going around breaking legs until somebody tells you something. Are you gonna go try to find a library
I think
to
it's
look it
the
up?
library option. Yeah, like probably like yeah, whatever the local like. Probably heading to like City Hall and demanding to see records that they probably don't want to let me see, but I managed to talk my way in with a bottle of whiskey or something.
Okay.
So push buttons.
Okay.
So that's a 3, so I push the clock 1 thing. I didn't
Clock
do
up
great.
here. Okay, where am I at? I am doing a bunch of things that are not right. So there we go.
Right click it, go down to okay.
Yes, this clock is going to be slightly shorter than Doom. Okay, so you pushed it 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I mean, like that could even just be starting that clock because I thought I was pushing the Doom clock. So.
I want to push the Doom clock.
Right, but I mean, so like I thought I was pushing the Doom clock, but starting a clock is generally an action.
Doom clock pushing.
And then I'm going to burn both my coin for extra actions, and train in Resolve once for 2 XP, and then train Playbook for 1.
Okay.
Because holding coin is for the bourgeois fucks.
That's right.
And through my
That's right.
Protestant
Money is
work
inherently
ethic,
corruptive.
For my Protestant work ethic, I will just reinvest in myself.
Fucking weirdest.
Yup.
Oh man, Vetra didn't finish his mask.
Nope.
All right, cool. Yeah. So you find out some stuff about the Doom clock. We can talk that over next time.
Sounds good. Or just on
When we
Discord
got a full-
between or something. Although we should probably do that on air.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be most useful for me to lay out those sorts of major plot points on air. Cool. So is that Mirko?
Yep.
Did we do XP for Mirko?
Nope.
No.
Dressed a challenge with calculation or conspiracy. I think I did that.
Well, definitely definitely conspiracy. And then yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I tried to study as many things as I could. I threw a bunch of dice at that, which I think would count calculation. Beliefs drives heritage or background. I didn't hold any coin at the end because I'm working poor.
Okay. That is heritage.
Yep. And yeah, I'm not really sure if I expressed anything else.
It depends on what you carved into the basement with your
That's true.
torch, I guess.
Oh man, I probably would have got shit fingers to like carve like the money one makes from the sweat of the brow of others is easily lost, or is easily re-seized by those willing to expend their own labor or something.
Some aphorism.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
All right,
I didn't
that works.
struggle with
That works
issues
for me.
from my vice or trauma. So 4.
Sounds right.
Delicious.
Okay.
And then Bird.
Yep.
Bird. Okay, so we picked up an exciting new trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Going with vicious on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. That could get fun.
Yeah. Stealth or evasion, I definitely did that a lot.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I was like this orphan that was groomed to be like someone's knife that they throw, basically.
Okay, well, that happened.
Yeah. I mean, like that's the heritage and background thing are tied in together, so I don't know if they really count separately.
Somebody can tell me if they don't think this makes sense. We're also doing, like, this was a Lord Bencombe. Like,
Yeah.
this is Lord Bencombe joint, and Lord Bencombe's kind of your deal right now. So, if you want to claim some sort of, like, personal fealty there, that could be part of your background, too.
Yeah.
He's the hand that's currently throwing the bird-shaped knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whether he knows it or
approach
not.
me. Well, I mean, he specifically approached me for the job
Yeah.
after one of my races, so.
Face killer.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than toothpaste killer.
No, clearly, Vetra's ODT, Old Dirty Tooth.
So, I mean, the trauma thing, that only came, like, the only time I ever did something like that was before I even got traumatized.
Trauma by doing it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come up later, but not currently,
Yeah.
no.
And here I thought you could learn by doing.
I definitely think Bird learned from that. I don't know that Bird learned anything experientially.
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Anyway, so I have enough XP to advance my playbook.
Very exciting.
As
And we
for
didn't
what
get to a
I'll
desperate
type-
roll because
Yeah, I marked that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna decide on
happens
the ability
immediately.
next session. Yeah.
And then
Cool.
we have the from accounting sheet as well.
Yes. So let's walk through that.
Execute a successful battle, extortion, sabotage, or smash and grab operation.
This was 2 at least of those things. So yes. There are 2 others we could probably move into if we want to get semantic about it. Yes.
Yeah.
That happened.
I definitely think that was at least a smash and grab. And kind of an
That was
extortion.
at least a smash and grab for sure.
But yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it was one thing that fits multiple categories, so I think that's just the 1 XP.
Exactly. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
But contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes, that definitely happened too.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 or 2 for that. Probably just the 1. Or does he count, and then also the Red Man group?
I may correct myself. Let me consult my notes and get back to you on that.
I mean, it's 1 XP. It's not the end of the world, and gang XP levels super quick because there's just the 1 track for it. Bolster your crew's rep or develop a new one. Were we professional, or did we develop a new one?
Oh God, you did sort of. There was sort of the Murph bloodbath.
Yeah.
Fighter rep.
Ruthless.
Yeah, that could work.
Is there a better way of like no prisoners? I think that's just ruthless.
Indiscriminate.
Indiscriminate. I like that. And we've gone off the line. So let's just see if I can... There we go. Okay. So that's 1 XP there. And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. We didn't make anyone sign anything.
You didn't, but I feel like at some point the inner nature of the group has to be... It has to involve Vetra fucking up in a tune roll.
Yeah.
That's the inherent nature of the group at this point, as I view it.
That, and also just like, hey,
Shit
here's...
fingers banging. Like
Yeah,
flashbang.
shit fingers flashbanging, and also just like, hey, we made like a decent entry. Let's just take that and just flush it.
Yeah, I feel like you may not have like an essential nature, but you definitely have like gaming catchphrases that
Yeah.
you hit every episode.
So we've got an advancement there.
Cool.
So we can discuss that in Discord because that's kind of inside baseball.
Yeah, change my
Yeah.
I'm gonna decide
So,
my skill now.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the ability
Okay.
expertise. So I can lead the group in an action, like a group action, and I will only, at max, take 1 stress.
Holy shit!
Nice.
So I'm gonna pick skirmish.
Jesus.
Oh wow!
I think it's any time you
Wow.
act, though, isn't it?
That's in your playbook, yeah.
Yeah, it's when you lead a group action. So I have to.
So it's not a specific group action.
It has to be the one that I pick, like the stat I pick. So I'm picking
choose one of your
skirmish.
action ratings. Okay.
So I'm picking skirmish.
Okay.
Yeah, I was not pleased with how a lot of the skirmishing went, so I wanted
Oh
to
god,
try
yeah, the
coordinating
whole
us in the future.
the whole Murph fiasco could have gone so much better.
It was kind of a cluster Murph.
It was pretty bad. You guys Murphed that one up pretty hard. It was
Murph and Murphs.
I had enough between sessions to level up my playbook, and that's where I dumped most of my XP. And so I took Foresight, which is the thing that allows me to assist teammates twice per score without paying stress.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Which is pretty
That's
tasty.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm making myself into a support beast, and then I think my next special move, which is going to be coming pretty quick, like I'm only 3 XP away from it, is going to be Jailbird. And when incarcerated, your wanted level counts as 1 less, your tier is 1 more, and you gain +1 faction status with a faction you help on the inside, in addition to your incarcerated role. Fuck, that's really good, Jordan Murpher, she wrote.
Oh.
It's only good if you say it out loud, Jordan.
Yes,
Yeah, it only
Murphy,
counts.
She wrote.
I
I was trying to
right,
think of other murder quotes.
Well, I mean, you're not criminal
Diagnosis
anymore, so
Murpher.
that... God. But yeah, so I figured, like, I can throw Mirko in jail, reduce our wanted level, and then maybe play someone else and see if that actually works better for the gang. Or not, but...
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the one thing I can never get, like, you never make skill rolls. You never make skill rolls like in the moment.
I totally try to call them. Like, should I be more insistent with them?
Yes, if
Okay.
you feel like I'm, and this goes for anybody, if you feel like I'm just kind of brushing over a thing that you're trying to do, please check me on that.
Okay.
Do not let me sort of shortchange your action, or
I just don't want to step on any toes.
no, it's cool.
Okay. And this seems like
It'll
a
be
decent
fine.
place to end it, so I'm gonna stop